Double tap the screen for me, all right? Double tap the screen for me. Let me see if I can do something else here. Let me push y'all back some. A little too close. You're a little too close to me. Local bitch, are you in here? Or did you peep in and dip out? What's going on today, everybody? Impromptu live. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope that you had a wonderful New Year's Eve and actual New Year's Day. Um, Mine was decent. I didn't do anything. I did some shopping today. That's about all I did. Yes, yes, yes. Cyber Diva. Happy New Year. Please, everybody, there is no S on Happy New Year, okay? Not Happy New Years. Years. What's up? I am Courtney Phillips. Happy New Year to you and to Tasha Hayes. Thank you for being a member. I am Courtney Phillips and Londa. Thank you so much. Kim is in the building. Great things in store. Yes, for 2025. We can't wait. We can't wait. Yes, ma'am. God has so many great things in store for me. Can't you see? That was a good offering song. They wanted, you had to get the people pepped up. You give, and it shall be given unto you. Yes, it shall. What's up, D. Janelle? Nicole C. Mari is in the building. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. What is going on? I tell you, nothing stops when it's a new year. Nothing really stops. Things just keep on going on, don't they? Let me see something. I think see if I can get that up here. That's what I want. All right, all right, all right. Peep to give a good coin. Pep to Pep to get a yeah. We used to have to sing that. That was one of the good ones. God has so many great things in store for me. Can't you see? Many great things in store for me. Eyes have not seen. Where you been, Anita's favorites? Where have you been? I ain't seen you in these streets in a while. How are you? You doing well? You been over there with Lovy? Where you been? Lovy got you, Anita's? You another Lovy lover? I tell you. Double tap the screen for me, everybody. We won't be here long. I just came to say Happy New Year to everybody and talk about a couple of things. And will be no, my tree is not down. I haven't touched anything. I don't believe in all that crazy superstitious stuff. If you don't get everything out by the first of the year, then you can't bring anything into the new year that you have. We bring a lot of things into the new year that we have to bring from the old year. So we love us some Lovey. Is that what Mari said they love? Oh man. Oh yeah, the death of your family. Oh, sorry to hear that, Anita. We hope that you are comforted and everything is, as good as it can be. Press the like button, everybody. Double tap, double tap, double tap the screen. Yeah. Death has been swarming around here. That is for sure. What's up, K Rich? Yes, that is for sure. But one thing is for sure, life and death. That's one thing that we just have to deal with, unfortunately. But that's all right. That's all right. We all gotta go that way. We all gotta go that way, but it's never easy. Uh, most of the time. Most of the time. It's never easy. So we were on last night. We did a recap of 2024. Stories that we've done throughout the year. What's up, Bonnie Bell? Happy New Year to you as well. Praying for all the saints in attendance. Yes. Also praying for New Orleans. New Orleans got hit today with that crazy man going through the crowd with a truck. I tell you, people are sick. People are disgusting. Yeah. Gotta be ye prepared, Kim. Be prepared. Thank you, I am Courtney Phillips. The recap was good. Thank you. No, this is not members only. No, I don't think. No, I don't think it is. I didn't put it as members only. I know I was going to do a members only, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. Ida Robbie, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, it touched your soul. You know what? I was so mad when I went back and listened to the replay. You know, the microphone wouldn't pick up my shofar. So I'm listening to the microphone, but it's not recording the actual sounds of my shofar. But it was clear, and it was like, it was clear, but it wouldn't pick it up. So I'm listening, going, I don't hear it. I don't hear it. But it was when I was blowing it, I was blowing the trumpet in Zion, but y'all didn't hear it. I heard it. What's up, Alex? Here in Mobile. They found some of his material in Mobile. Oh Lord. Religion of peace. I don't even know what that means. But I don't know why you guys couldn't hear it. I was kind of disappointed. Y'all couldn't hear because it was a sweet sound. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Bonnie Bell. You're starting it off. You put a color on it. Thank you for that $20. I appreciate you. Father God, I appreciate you. We heard it. Oh gosh, you heard it over there? Mm. Oh, you did hear. You did hear. We heard. Okay. Uh, but when you listen to the replay, it doesn't seem like you hear it. I don't know why. You heard my Hobby Lobby, and that's exactly where I got it from Hobby Lobby. Listen, Hobby Lobby had 40% off all New Year's Eve and New Year's Day stuff. Yeah, I'll be over there at the Hobby Lobby. That's where I be. Listening to the sweet sounds of the hymns as it's pumping through their soundboards up there at Hobby Lobby. You know, they real spiritual and saved over there. Playing the shofar. I know. I don't know why I didn't upload it, Courtney. I should have uploaded. I don't know why I didn't. I sure had it. Then the mic tapped out. Okay, that's what I thought, Mar. Like you heard the initial and then the mic tap. See, that's what I was hearing as well when I listened to the replay. What's up, Marcus Terry? Happy New Year to you. And happy birthday to you. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, sir. Are you so you are first of the year, baby? Get down. It's 70% off Christmas, 40% off NY. Okay. Yeah. But you know what? I'm not one of those people who pre-shop for Christmas for next year. I'm not interested. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I didn't even take the stuff off, take my tree and everything down yet. So I surely ain't gonna buy some more Christmas stuff. Okay, not gonna do it. Mm-mm. So that Prophet Lovy stuff is it's kind of getting a lot of more traction. You know, he hasn't said anything in regards to it. He had a big conference or a big deal at his was he at his church last night? Everybody was in white. The church was packed out. They were singing and dancing. Mm-hmm. In the morning, 19 okay, you got your date time and everything. Okay, 1973. So you 50, no, you 40, you 49, right? No, 73. So you're 51. Yeah. 50, or 52 now. What are you? You better go find a replacement reindeer. Oh, I know. Listen here. I know this is a good time to just buy the reindeer, though, huh? Hmm. That might be okay. Hmm. So you're Capricorn too. You're 1227. Okay, so you just had a birthday, Kim. Happy birthday. Yeah, 52. You know, I was a little off, Marcus Terry. I was a little off. Double tap the screen, everybody. If you have not subscribed, right above Grace, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel for me. Man, we have a lot to do to 2025. How many are going to be traveling a lot? I have a lot of plans to travel, and actually I think my like actually hopping a plane at least once or twice a month this year. In January I'm going to St. Louis. I'm gonna go check out Anita Wilson in St. Louis. So who's ever, do I have any St. Louis people, subscribers and members over there in St. Louis? um I will be in town the weekend of the 24th, 25th. Let me know if you're saying maybe we can all do dinner or lunch or do something, or I think I gotta hit up Cheryl Morgan. Where's Cheryl? I gotta tell her, she was one of our chapter leaders for the music and arts, Edmond Hawkins Music and Art. Cheryl, let's do dinner, baby. Probably do dinner with her. Then check out Anita Wilson on that Friday night. I'm not thinking about a Caldwell. I ain't calling Andrew for nothing. That would be entertainment now. Traveling stateside and abroad this year. Very yes, yes. Class reunion, eloping out of the. Are you eloping? Okay. And two, yes, cruise. Listen, y'all, we still going on our cruise. We're still going on the cruise in June 23rd to the 27th. So check out the community board. Give them a call. I think the prices have changed, but all you need is $200 to book it. All right. Then you just pay it all by April. I believe it's like April 9th or something like that. What's up, Alice, blessed child of God? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, so I got cruises to go. Actually, I think Mari, I actually may go on a couple cruises myself. Um, Hope I don't catch the bug. You know, cruises is on a cruise every month. It seems like, yeah, but I don't know. But you know, we're going so St. Louis, and then I got to go to Chicago. Then, of course, we're going to Sweden. We are going to Stockholm, Sweden, for the Donald Lawrence's Edwin Hawkins Music and Arts. So my people over there in Sweden and out of the country, I can't wait to check out and see you guys and hang out. Um, yeah. What's up, Lokovich? Thank you and Hazel Lady for being a member. Yeah, Mari, do we get an invitation to your elope? Where you eloping at? We gonna crash your elope. Yeah. But congratulations. Listen, save a lot of money. Don't use it's like these funerals and repasses. You don't feed nobody. Go ahead and get married and save that money to purchase you a home and to do some other things after the music stops. After you get down that aisle. There's other things that you need to do. Double tap the screen for me, everybody. Thank you for I think I got a gift up there. I got a five gifts. So make sure you hit that gift if you want to at the bottom. It's that little present symbol. And you can also send gifts and super chats and super stickers. All right. But we will man, I really can't wait to get to Sweden. I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna be there probably for a whole week, but I think we're gonna me and a couple of friends are gonna hop around to the different countries and stuff. We may go to Paris and do some other things before the conference. Yeah. Thank you so much for putting that down there, Kim. There's the ways to support the channel. It is pinned in the chat. But I can't wait. I think we're gonna do Paris and do some. I don't know. I think we're gonna do Spain too. I know I'm going to Spain this year as well. That's like a separate trip. But yeah. Been in the house all day after work. Me too. I gotta go. We gotta go back to the grind tomorrow, Marcus Terry. All the vacation is over. But you know what? My week has been easy, even at work. We ain't been really doing anything. Everybody else is on vacation, so we don't have much to do, you know. But so two more days this week to work, and then we'll be good. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. But I wanted to talk a little just about the Lovy situation because I really didn't want people to think that I was really not taking into consideration Gigi, the girl who is putting out all the information. But what kills me about her is on her Instagram and every, on her videos, she's really trying to justify, or not, I ain't gonna say justify, but she's really trying to make it plain, I've repented, I've, repented privately and publicly. But I think when you really repent, and listen, maybe I'm wrong, but when you really repent, why do you feel the need to expose? Where you been, Goonies? 21-hour drive. I ain't driving nowhere. We hopping planes, baby. Um, when you repent and when you really feel sorry for what you participated in, because she was a participant, whether it would be sex before marriage, whether it be inappropriate texts and communications while he was still married, she was still a participant. My issue is when you really repent, are you supposed to start regurgitating everything that's been done? Bernard Henderson says money driven. Mm. Lovey is just wrong, and some men try to make excuse. No, 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 no. Listen, and I'm not trying. I'm not. That's what I wanted to speak to it again, Rose G. So it's not about me making excuses for him. And I said it. I believe they were both wrong in the situation. More him because he's the person with more power. He's the person with more influence. But you know what? We soon seen the googly eyes in her when she got on that Instagram and was taking that prophecy from him. Now, do we need more evidence about these prophets though, everybody? Let's be real. Do we need more evidence of some of the prophets being false? Some of it is common sense. These prophecies that we see them and we hear these prophets give these people, they're very vague. They're stuff that we could have prophesied to ourselves. They're pretty much just confirmation again to some things that we already know needs to happen in our life. The main thing that how the so-called prophets get us is this so-called casting the demons out of people. That's the thing. Casting the demons out of people. And that is supposed to, really show us that they're real prophets. She's just showing her growth so she can bag her next prophet. She'll be all right. Come on now. Because let me tell you now, she's getting all the traction that she's been wanting. And she's getting it. She's getting it. Well, David E. Taylor, we seen the whole David Gooding. We seen the whole expose on TikTok where he was in court. He was doing all that. We know David E. Taylor is about the same as well. And then he's one that ain't got much going for him. He's big. He ain't got no. He don't even have. All he has is notoriety and a microphone and a stage. He don't have what Lovy has. Some looks, some good body, dresses well, speaks well. We know that Lovy got certain things going for him. That's going to attract way more people than a David E. Taylor. Seems like a majority. What's up, CC? Happy New Year. Seems the majority of the church is money driven these days, not about having soul. No, and we know this. So her coming out trying to expose to us that Lovy is a false prophet. He's already been called that. People have already presented their documentation as to support their allegation of being a false prophet. I remember the Vicky Yohe story. I remember her very well. That was the one with David Taylor, right? Well, was she the David Taylor one, or was she the? No, I think she was the David Taylor one, right? Vicky Yohe, or was she the other guy that? Remember Larry interviewed, and they say Larry destroyed. Mm, yeah, that Yohe story was wild, but it was typical. It was typical of what was going on, what we see now. That's why this Lovy stuff. I don't know why everybody is acting so shocked about this. I really don't know. Okay, she was the David Taylor one. Okay, that's what I thought. What's up, Angie? Exposed by porn. What? I don't know nothing about that. I don't want you to. I don't know about that. I'm gonna take that out of my chat. I ain't heard that. Don't come in here just dropping dimes and we ain't heard no stuff. I don't know nothing about him and no porn star. I don't know nothing about that. If you calling Gigi one, that's your opinion. But I don't think she's that either. She's kind of hairstylist or makeup or something she do. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for those gifts, Kevin. I saw them pop through. It will be a new false pregnancy. That's what I'm saying. But we can do this all day. Oh, there's a new victim. Okay. All right. Well, maybe it'll pop through. Multiple videos about hooking up with him. Oh, okay. Let me see. Uh, Lovy. Uh, Former porn star drags Lovy. Oh yeah. Hey guys, welcome to this video. Let's see. Um, mention the caller. Just gonna put it out here. Oh, I see her. I see her. What's her name? Tell me. I don't know if that's a godly thing to do. Mm. I would experience. Are we shocked? Turns out. Are we shocked? I don't have any competitors, Goonies. Don't say stuff like that in my chat. I don't have any competitors on here. And then I would also add on if you. I see it. I know. I see the video right now. And I see the girl. If this is true, I tell you, he got him a type. He got him a type, baby. Hold on. Because I was so close to so many, a lot of people, and I was made to look like the bad guy, like I was a Jezebel that lured him. But baby, I got receipts. I did not engage anything, initiate anything. But I do think it's important for I've had to take accountability for my part in it because he wasn't alone in it. I engaged at some point. I didn't initiate, but I did engage at some point. And because of that, I've had to take accountability. I've had to repent, and I've had to look at what got me in that position to be susceptible to the nonsense. So I'm trying to figure out what's the end goal here. Are they really just wanting to like really destroy Lovy? Are they just tired of it, or what? Let me see. Let me see if these DMs said because I wasn't clear. So I was talking about it's Lovy from Revelation Church in L.A. Wow. He initiated this DM after I posted a selfie on the way to church. He never tried me before this. This was in 2022. So, are they saying that they did anything or just DMs and he stopped it? What does this DM say? I'm trying to see what this. Maybe they can put it bigger. I'm trying to see what this DM says. Okay. Hey, you. He says. He says, my love. This were trying to sabotage me and when all I wanted to care for you. I wasn't trying to sabotage you at all. Damn, that's how you really feel? Yes, telling the blank, you admitted that to me. Listen, there's a lot of hurt ones around. They're hurt. They really are. Help us, Jesus, in 2025 already. Oh, he likes some light. He likes that hair curly. Maybe he likes to grab. I don't know. He likes some light and that hair curly. Said that did something once, but she immediately rejected it. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Yeah, that's what she's saying. What's the end game, Nicole? What they trying to do? You know all this. You know I just want to know what the end game is. Double tap the screen, everybody. And my thing is with those texts, Nicole, you can edit text. And you know, that's the scary part what's going on around with this AI as well. I'm so afraid that this AI is really going to damage people's character and people's, you know, status in the community. Mm. Oh, what's up, Sean? Sean is here, y'all. Sean, put your Cash App in the chat, please. If y'all would like to help out Sean, she is away from her state with pneumonia. Hopefully, she'll be out of the hospital soon. But we definitely want to give Sean some help. If you would put your Cash App in the chat, I'm gonna pin it. Okay. He will still have a ministry after this. It and Amaya, you're correct. You're correct. That's what my question today is. What's the end game with coming out? And you have to remember, some of this was when he was single. I guess and some of it, the dates were when he was married. But again, using WhatsApp, using the different apps, you can switch around. And I'm not trying to cap for Lovy. I'm really not. But it's just we want to take things at face value, but how things are displayed these days, we have to consider. We have to just consider, watch, and know the difference between AI and human. We have to. We got to be more vigilant about that. I don't think anything is wrong if all the dating was taking place prior to him being married. He was dating, horny, and just happens to be. The prophets are horny, did you know? The prophets are horny. Oh, yes, they are. Here, let me pin that. Sean's Cash App is it's dollar sign. It's Sean 74 dollar sign ITSH. Excuse me, ITSSHUN 74. It's right there pinned in the chat. Everybody. There you go. Hashtag the prophets are horny. Mm. Sean, you're gonna be back and better soon. We believe that. So you know, this man was a single for a while. He was single, and he has a type. You know, I don't. I'm sorry. Gigi is out for money and status at this point. I'm sorry to inform you guys. Yes, I believe Lovy had the upper hand in whatever relationship they were in because of who he is and had his status and all that. They never see the doom, Deanna. They never see it. That's why I'm saying, why are we still trying to figure out who's false and who's real? These prophets never seem to see their doomsday. And I believe he was accusing her of working for that EJ guy who they you know, they parted ways. He's blaming the EJ guy of sending these people to the press and into the internet. You know, and she was already getting money for him, so that doesn't make it does make sense because she didn't get the final money. Chandra Ross, she thought she moved to Los Angeles. She thought she was going to marry him, but his advisors and his mentor said no. You come on, ECGA history. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, Los Angeles is a whole empire of light skinned curly haired women. She thought she was gonna move from Indiana and become the doll of Los Angeles. It wasn't gonna work. Prophets need some too, Nicole. Prophets are horny. You know Brian Carn, he ain't no stranger to no good macaroni. Some, moist, creamy macaroni. I bet Carn and the rest of them go, oh, good. They all for me. They all for me. Somebody go over there and watch Carn. He gonna start. Somebody go see what Carn is over there doing. You know? What's up, Nikki Blaine? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. She tried to manipulate him and it backfired. Girl, go get the listen here. It's gonna surface for a while, but let me tell you, they're not leaving this church. Courtney says, I don't think so. I think she wanted to be closer to her man and the church. That's exactly what she wanted. That's exactly what she wanted. Mm-hmm. I do have the link if anybody wants to come up here and join me and chit chat about it. You got to let me know, but you can only come up one at a time. Well, thank you, Princess, for those gifts. Thank you so much. So, this girl is pretty, the new porn star, ex porn star, or whatever. And when you talk about ex porn star, what is your motivation now? What is your motivation? What do you think the motivation of the ex porn star coming out talking about he was, in my DM? What is the motivation now? She ain't making no money doing porn no more. Mm-hmm. Light and long hair don't always matter. Got that right. Give me a little chocolate something any old day. Light skin, we be looking like we brother and sister. Don't I want that mess? She thought she was first lady status coming from Indiana. And when she got to Indiana and went over there to Revelation Church and got up in there, she said, oh Lord, oh Jesus, there's a Kim Kardashian. Oh Lord, there's a this, there's a Halle Berry, yeah. Mm-hmm. Poor stuff on the first. Yes. On the first day of 2025. We talking about porn stars. Yes, we are. And prophets. That's who we talking about. Porn stars and prophets. Whew. Gigi, this one. What's her name? What's her name? I don't see it. Becoming Chanel. I guess her name is Chanel. Let me see if I can bring her stuff up. Chanel, where you at? Chanel. There she go. Let me go ahead and follow you too. Yeah, there she go. And listen, now she got helping beauty pros secure more clients. So she got a business, y'all. All these women who are coming after him have businesses. They have businesses that they're trying to promote the business. She got a hairline or something, or she promotes people's products. She got a business that she's trying to promote. It just so happens. It just so happens. He might be bad news, Rose G, but there's a lot. He ain't the only one that's bad news around here. Don't that sound like a new reality show? Prophets and porn star. What's up, wild card? Bring cakes, pies, fried chicken. Yep, to the pastor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. May I have the link? What you want the link to? What you want the link? Oh, to her. To her. It's becoming Chanel. She's the ex porn star talking about she was over there with Lovy too. But she don't really say they did anything, I don't think. Mm-hmm. That's your granddaughter name? Yeah, that's how 2025 started off. But let me tell you, she's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. But look at her. She got the hair. That's what he liked. He liked that curly. Lovy liked that curly hair. Light skin with that curly hair. Oh, he love it. Oh yeah. I don't know. The man's a man, Nikki Blaine. He probably used to talk to a lot of females. I mean, if all the females that came out in y'all lives and males that came out in your lives for relationships that y'all talked, y'all dated, y'all may have even went a little extra step, but it didn't work out. Would you want all them to now come to the internet and air you out to tell everybody why it didn't, what y'all said in DMs and why it didn't work out? She light skinned enough. She ain't as light as the other ones, but them other ones look mixed. But she was light enough. Maybe she was a little lighter on her movies. She light enough. She looked real light there. Stop. See, she promoting hair. She promote these people have an agenda, y'all. Y'all just need to realize they have an agenda. Yeah, they say, well, Gigi was already getting money. Yeah, she was getting money, but she didn't get the final rose. Oh, yeah, she filtered down now. Just Google women praying on preachers and see how many stories come up. Right, Sean. Y'all give Sean some money. She needs some money over there in the hospital. It's Sean 74. It's pinned, y'all. Shit, list gonna be as long as the line for pearly gates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So can we just think logically for a minute, y'all? Think logically for a minute. Let's take out the fact that y'all think he a false prophet and all that. That's fine. That's fine. But think about it. If everybody that dropped a dime on you when you hurt them by not being with them in the at the end, would they have wonderful things to say about you? You said, see, there go Courtney. What? Oh, you want the link? That link. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in here, and it's just for Now I know what you meant by the link. Give me the link. I'm a little slow. All right, Courtney gonna come up here and try to battle with me. Oh, Courtney, are you Aren't you on my You're on my. Is that the right one? Was that today's? Yeah. I'm gonna send it to Instagram, Courtney. I'm gonna send the link to. I think you, Courtney. Maybe. I think you're on my Instagram. Look at Matthew Stevenson in his fur. Come on, Matthew. And somebody said I like. I didn't have a fur on. That was a fur collar. It was a coat with a fur collar. It wasn't a fur. That's a fur. That's a fur coat. Let me see if I can find Courtney. Yes, there you are. I see you. I'm sending it to you right now. I don't really want to put it in the chat. I sent it to you. She not a gold digger. She is telling the truth about a man who deceived her, who is supposedly a minister. Okay, is that squirrel? No, it looked like it was a little bit of raccoon. J Boogie. He had a little wife. Where's Matthew's wife? That's the question of 2025. Will we find Matthew Stevens' wife this year? Where is she at? Matthew, we want to know where your wife is. She ain't nowhere to be found. You were always on the stage shouting with the boys in New York, but we can't find your wife. Um, Listen, but you know what? And you said, where'd she go? I hear that. Phillips, it's dark. I can't see you. Is it popping up? Do you see me? I don't see you. You may have to come back. You may have to drop and come back because it's just a dark screen. So I'm making the woman who is the victim of Lovy's evil one is the wrong. Lovy is the one wrong. So she takes no. She has no kind of responsibility. Rose G. It's all Lovy. I know Chandra's gonna wear me out. I mean, Courtney trying to wear me out. Chandra, I know. Where you at?
Hey everybody, can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, great, great. Let
Okay,
me
I
turn
didn't.
you up. Okay,
I'm looking like how I'm looking, so I'm
you
not
fine.
in the
You don't
video.
have to come on camera.
Okay, thank you.
So Rose G just wore me out and said, "Stop making the women who is a victim of Lovy's evil the one in the wrong. Lovy is the one wrong." So my question, Courtney,
Uh huh.
Gigi and the other women or whatever, they don't have any part to play in this.
So here's the thing. Let me start
Okay.
by saying this. I don't think anyone is a victim.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to say this. There is a fraternity in the church as it relates to pastors
Yeah.
that this type of behavior is condoned, it's acceptable,
Mm-hmm.
and it is high-fived in back rooms.
Yeah.
And I
Because
don't
she even said
Mhm.
her pictures were passed around. Go ahead.
it, oh my God, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
I got a sweatsuit in the closet. So I'm saying I'm saying this to say that I honestly do not feel as though Gigi wants a payout. I don't think she wants, okay, I will say this. I do think she wants a little piece of vindication,
Yeah.
but I don't think she wants anything else outside of that. I don't
You
think
don't think
she's
she
bitter.
wants her business and her what she's doing on Instagram to flourish a little bit more? Because it seems to
Nah,
me, mm-mm. No.
no,
Okay.
no, absolutely not. Okay, so like most of the men like yourself, I'm not putting you in a category, but I'm about to prove a point. So
Go
like
ahead. Go
you,
ahead.
LRL,
Right.
etc., you all are speaking from a male's perspective.
Okay.
And so I tried to listen and be objective.
Yeah.
So I can pull out what is necessary. So like, okay, I hear what you're saying. But I know from a woman's perspective, yes, she was attracted to him, but when she got on that live, her intent was not, let me get him. Oh, he's so fine. Let me get him. I will be
Mm.
honest with you because I used to follow Lovy closely for a while. And
Was you
when
trying to be
you,
first lady?
absolutely not.
Oh, okay. All right. Just
But when
checking.
you, when you encounter the
Because you light
ministry,
skinned.
you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have a curly hair like that. So but when you encounter his ministry, it's awe-inspiring. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
So for a while, it's like, wow, he's prophesying, he's doing this, and miracles, people getting up
Mm-hmm.
out of wheelchairs, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the drawing part. Okay. So
Right.
when she went on that live, her intent was not, you said she had googly eyes. Absolutely not.
They seemed a little googly to me. She had her
No,
eyelashes on. She had her makeup on for that late night prophecy. Because he does that stuff
no.
late at night.
Here's the thing, she's probably in the beauty industry.
She
So it's
is.
it's
She is
probably
in the beauty
nothing for her
industry.
to
She
have
is.
on lashes, but I don't think she had on makeup like that. Like she didn't have a full beat, right? But I'm saying all that to say she was just excited that she got an air quotes prophetic word.
Mm.
So now I think after that, she was mesmerized by the ministry. Yes, Lovey fine, let's be clear. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that her intentions in the beginning was to let me chase after him and get him. However, I will say this. Once he bit the bait, or not the bait, excuse me, wrong word. Once he once he
Once that
started
first DM was responded to,
yes. Now
over.
listen. Now let's be clear. Cause if Lovey was in my DMs, you understand me?
You would at least entertain it for a minute to see where it go.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm going on the trips, all the things. I don't know of any woman that
Yeah.
will be like, nah, I'm good. So let's be clear.
See,
I think
that's what
Mhm,
my issue and I understand what Rose G and some of the other ones in the chat are saying. I'm not trying to dismiss him as being the angel and she just being out to get him. I'm
mhm,
saying just like you said, no
mhm.
one's really going to turn a lot of this stuff down, but in our minds you have to think she thought she was going to be the one maybe, and it sounds like that's how he presented it to her.
Okay, so she has the proof. Now, y'all want to sit up here and say that she AI'd and doctored up them texts. That's
I don't know.
absurd, but
You know, I'm
okay.
just saying.
Who has time to okay, no. It's a no. I
It's
think
enough.
that most of these guys, again, I have been privy to this type of behavior. I
Mm-hmm.
understand firsthand. It's like, oh, I love you. You're the one for me. Everything seems so right. We're taking trips, getting flued out, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
He to build the dream. Now,
Yeah.
one thing LRL said that I accepted, and I'm like, okay, was that he could have been pursuing other women as well and really did genuinely like her, but there
Right.
was something that he couldn't lock in on.
So do you think that this thing about his mentor saying that this wouldn't be the right girl for your ministry?
Absolutely. I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it
Okay.
with my own two eyes.
Okay.
So let me say this. Let me lay some
Somebody asked the
contextual.
question. Hold your thought.
Yes.
Mitchell Lynch says, if the prophet did not have money, would the relationship have gone as far as it did? What do you think?
Yes.
Mm, okay.
Because he's still attractive and he has something to offer. So even if he wasn't in ministry, he was in music. So she
Right.
still would have fallen
Right.
for him
Yeah.
because he is charismatic in a sweet, cutesy kind of way, seems like.
And
But
women have been known to still stay with guys who are, they're just artists and they're struggling, but they have something to them.
yes, I'll do you one better. Women will stay with a man that's completely broke. So I don't, if
Yeah.
he looked worth something, so I don't think it really mattered.
I don't know. I think, I'm with Lynch on this one a little bit. I don't think it would have went as far as it's going if he was not in the bracket that he's in. I don't think so.
I disagree, but okay. Because she
Yeah.
had someone before him. And
Mm.
yeah, okay, but I'm not gonna speak to that because I don't have much context on that. But I'll say
Okay.
this. So let me give you context. Maggie has been around for a very, very long time.
And
Okay.
everyone who don't know who Maggie is, that's his current wife. Go ahead.
Yes. So Gigi referenced she was dating him since the Van Nuys days. Van Nuys was their
First location.
yes, thank you.
Okay.
The
At the
first
church.
location. So Maggie was like that woman. She kind of helped him along with other people kind of build things from the ground up. And
Okay.
that's why his mentor and all them was like, you need to stick with her.
Double tap the screen, everybody. Double tap and hit that subscribe button. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. When I first seen Maggie, the first time I
Hmm.
really seen her was
Hmm.
when he did that video at Noel Jones's house. And I
Okay.
was like, this is interesting because it didn't look like it was a good match between them. She was light skinned, but
Hmm.
she didn't look like Gigi. She didn't look
Right.
like this porn star here.
Right. But she had the makings of um how can I put this? The air quotes first lady because
Right.
she could operate. She had the strong spiritual background, let me say that.
Right, 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 right,
And
right.
most of these let me not say most. Based upon
Some
my
of these.
experience,
Uh-huh.
some of these guys do not that are pastors and things of that nature, they really don't desire strong women in ministry like that. They
Right.
prefer the opposite, like a Gigi, no disrespect to her.
Right, 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 right.
So, but the woman with the stronger spiritual background that's able to operate in ministry makes more business
Well,
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It happens on all levels. I think that, like I said, the pastor that came here, I believe he married because they're divorced now. When he left the city, then they got divorced. But when he came here, the church didn't want a single pastor.
Mhm.
And he
Yep.
married her, and she was kind of bamboozled because she didn't know he had the endeavor to be a pastor. She wasn't trying to be a first lady, but he was just
Mhm.
thinking about his career and furthering what he needed to do. So I do understand that. And if I know Lovy and how much he honors Noel Jones and some of the, one or two
Mhm.
of his other mentors, He's going to listen to what they say.
for sure. And then he said something in the text messages. He said, God, something along the lines of God chose her for me,
Yeah, yeah,
but I
yeah.
want to be with you.
Right. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that happens often. A lot of men make more of a business decision when it comes to marriage
Yeah.
than who they truly want to be with. And
And
it's,
the and the
go
sad
ahead.
part about that, and that's a decision that they make. So the unfortunate part, when you make that decision, if you cheat, you wrong. You know,
Yes.
you're wrong. If you're sliding in DMs and doing things like that while you're married, you're wrong because you made the decision to go this route instead of going with your heart and what your heart may have wanted to do. You
Okay.
chose business over heart. You have to deal with it.
But watch the nasty truth. So
Mm.
here's the truth that no one really talks about. Behind those closed doors, in those offices, the mentors, et cetera, say, hey, it's okay for you to get you a girlfriend.
Come on now. Come on now.
It's okay to get you a piece.
We'll cover you.
We'll cover you have needs.
Hmm. Hmm.
This stuff is high fived. I'm a PK, and that's
Yeah.
another way I know.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
women, I think a lot of women try to come forth not to expand their business. That's crazy. That's the least of their concern. It's to try to dismantle this secret fraternity of what
You think
actually
that's her
happens.
endeavor, or she just wants to sock it to Lovy?
N- Again,
I don't
she
think she's thinking it as that big of a thing where she's going and wants to dismantle the whole enterprise of God, which is definitely there. So you're not saying nothing wrong. But
Mhm.
with Gigi, I'm not sure that's what her endeavor would be.
The dismantlement is vindication. But
Okay.
unfortunately, to be honest, she will never get it because this has been
No.
going on since Jesus was a baby.
Right. 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 So
So
and the
no.
thing
Mhm.
about it with this, when I seen his service, did you see his service last night?
Yes. Well, I saw clips. Mhm.
And you see it was still packed. Everybody was wearing white.
Oh, absolutely. And Maggie was up there going hard in the paint because
Hmm.
the devil's trying to come against her
Well,
home,
Maggie knows
etc.,
her
etc.
position. She knows what she has to do at
Exactly.
this point.
Because she's been dealing with this
Yeah,
with him
yeah.
for years
Gigi, baby, you not the first.
and won't be the last. Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, she's not.
Because again, it's high fived behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah,
The mentors are doing it. The
yeah,
mentors are doing it. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, and then let's take it a step further. I remember, I don't know if I think it's Vincent that said it or someone said it in his expose, how he was told that, or you need to sleep with the prophet so the prophet don't go out and do
Hmm.
anything and get a bad reputation. Remember that?
No. Okay, wait, say that again.
There was a conversation had that I believe Vincent said it. I wish he was around. But if anybody remembers this, it was you need to make sure that the prophet is taken care of sexually, so he won't go out and be in a scandal or be exposed or something. You need to make sure that he's taken care of at home. So you're going to be my pretty much concubine to
Hmm.
keep me. Okay, Peaceful Storm said yes. St. James Vincent said that. That's
Okay.
what I thought. That's what I thought he said.
Yes. That doesn't sound far fetched. So
Yeah.
it reminds me of, you remember Earl Polk.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm from Atlanta. So I've seen all of that go down.
And Earl slept with his daughter-in-law.
Uh, he slept with quite a few women,
Yeah, but
but
he had the baby by his. Oh, it was
I
something
can't
really
remember who he
close.
had. Yes, I can't
Yeah.
remember who he had the baby by, but
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it was
yeah. It
somebody
was
real
somebody real
close to the
close to it was
family.
somebody in his family, not blood,
Hmm.
but it was somebody in his family.
Right,
If I remember. Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I'm saying all that to say these things are absolutely. This is what happens, and I saw I'm kind of looking at the comments, and I saw someone said she's scoring. She's scoring. I keep
Mhm.
hearing she's scoring. She's
Well, we have
scoring.
said that, and people didn't like when I said it, so go ahead and go ahead.
See, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
give y'all a little piece. But I don't think she's scoring from a bitter place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a had he handled this situation without the finesse of it all, I think she would have walked away quietly.
I
But
don't
the
think she.
issue,
I don't
mhm,
think, in my opinion,
mhm.
Courtney, I don't think she was ever going to walk away quietly because she wasn't the one that got the golden egg.
No, see, and here's another thing. She wasn't studying about being no first lady because she didn't come up in a background like that. So she didn't care about she loved the man, and I could tell just by how she was talking. She loved him.
Yeah.
She cared about Revelation Nation, but she didn't, oh, I want to be, all the work that Maggie is doing. She didn't want that because she didn't
Well, no,
even
I
know
don't
the
think
half.
any of them wanted, but I believe the little girl coming, the struggling business, and coming from Indiana, and I'm going to the big city. I'm going to the land of angels, and I got this man. I'm going to get closer to this church and my business. He's promised me to help me with my business. I don't know. It just seems like
No.
she was just upset, and I understand it's not all of it, but
Mhm.
I just
No,
believe she's really no, she didn't want to do what Maggie has to do, but I don't think she even looked at it that far. I think
right.
she just
No.
wanted to be with him.
Yes. So here's the thing. Think about it, people. She is a young lady, kind of naive. We can see that, right?
Yeah,
This man is showing her the world pretty
traveling
much, and
everywhere.
he
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
sweet, talking nice
Mm-hmm.
to her and
Mm-hmm.
all the things and giving her money and everything like that. And he's a man of God on top of that. So, he's probably sharing a few things with her spiritually there. And a lot of women are attracted to and admire men of God. So let's be
Yeah.
clear. She fell in love with Lovy. She didn't fall in love with his money. Cause she don't even seem like that type of
Well,
girl.
but that may be true, but I think after the fact, she knows how to get him. She wants to get him now and put a hurting on his money
But what would
through
that profit
exposing
her?
him.
But what good would that do her? Look at what she has to go through. She had to count the cost before she pressed record on that YouTube, knowing that she's going up against a giant. Think about it, people. Let's think about it. She knew
Well,
that
you
this
got to
wasn't going to be a
remember
walk in the
now.
park.
Lovy
Mhm.
is accusing maybe EJ, the guy that he's recently. Thank you, Jay Boogie, for those gifts. The guy that he recently got disassociated with, who left his ministry. She's saying that EJ is putting her up to all this. His people that don't like him anymore are putting her up to
But she
this.
sat up there and she said that she wasn't in communication with EJ like that. She saw what he did, but she didn't continue to watch his videos and stuff like that. She's not in cahoots with EJ. This
Okay.
is her experience. This is just merely her experience. And EJ came out a long time ago. If she was in cahoots with EJ, she would have come out a while ago.
Well, I think she was. Thank you for those gifts, y'all. JP and Kevin, thank you, and Jay Boogie. Courtney,
I'm
I'm
not
just
trying to
trying.
I'm not trying to change
Listen,
your mind, St. James. I'm just trying to give two perspectives. So you have the male perspective, right?
and
And
I
I'm just
understand
trying to
because
give a
I
different
think I
perspective.
am going to think of it a different way than you, which is just what is going to happen. But yeah, oh, they have a question. They said, Dejanelle says, and what has Gigi learned from all this, Courtney?
Well, I can't speak for Gigi, right?
Yeah,
But I'm sure she has learned a lot because she's on this internet getting lambasted by all these men, right?
yeah,
Lovey is still skipping through flowers with his new wife and his baby.
yeah.
So again, like I'm telling you, I don't think her objective is money. I don't think her objective is attention, because this is not the kind of attention that anyone wants. I think she wants a certain level of vindication, knowing that this man, I'm going to use the term, finessed her, knowing that he was unsure of her.
But she loved every minute of that finessing.
Yeah, she did.
Every
Who
minute of
doesn't?
that finessing.
You with a
You-
fine man. He fine. He tall, handsome, man of God. We going to Dubai. All the things. He taking care of me. All of this. Who's not going to love that? Come on now.
When she took that picture of them on the plane and that angle, that angle is the angle of death, Courtney.
When you, St. James, when you said that, I hollered. But see, here's the thing.
Woo!
I'm telling you, when women are in love like that, we're
Yeah.
taking pictures, we're seeing ourselves with this man. Like, for those of you in the
And
comments,
then this one she took also where she's just taking a picture, making sure that everybody knows she's on the plane with him.
cut it out.
That's what it just
She
bothers
loves
me
her
because it's
man,
like she
St.
was
James.
setting it up just in case it didn't go the way she thought it was gonna go.
St.
Thank you
James, you
so
have to
much
be
for that,
kidding
putting the
me.
color on it, Peaceful Storm. Hold your thought.
Yes.
Former concubine here. Uh-oh, former concubine here. This conversation is mature and responsive, needs to be broadcast all over the church for understanding. Okay, thank you so much for putting the color on a, Peaceful Storm.
Mm-hmm. She said, listen.
She was setting it up,
Former concubine
Courtney.
here. No, she was not. St. James, you are hilarious.
Oh.
No, she was a woman in love, and my man is fine. And we flying, we on the Emirates, baby. We first class with the bed, with the seats that led out to a bed. What are you talking
Oh.
about? Yes, I'm taking pictures. I'm
Mm.
in love. My man, my
Mm.
man, my man. Like, cut it out,
But
St.
then
James.
all
You
of a sudden,
talking about,
now they're all over her Instagram. Everything now is all over her Instagram.
but it wasn't at first. So watch this.
Oh,
When she took those pictures while they were dating, she did not post them. If she was really that
I'm just
girl, she would
I'm
have
just
posted the
scrolling through
pictures.
all of her receipts.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm,
Now she's posting because she has to prove she
mm.
has more receipts than YB. And guess what? And YB he's getting heat. But like for instance, when he was on LRL platform and he's
Hmm.
sharing his story, nobody said that he was bitter. Nobody said that he was resentful. He was called an honest man.
Well, that Larry called him that foolishness. I never called him no honest man because he ain't an honest man. He's a
Right.
convicted pedo who is out here lying and can't. Well, I ain't gonna listen. I'm gonna take back my saying he out here lying. He out here telling a story that has no backup.
And this girl got more receipts than him.
Okay. And my thinking,
So,
and I honor her receipts, and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, yeah. But my question of that, I'm gonna flip it and say, okay, now you're showing the receipts, you're taking these angles on this plane that is the doomsday angles, and it's like now we see what you're going to do because you didn't get the golden egg.
it's not about the golden egg. It's about a woman being in love with a man who told her one thing and changed his mind. And instead
Mm.
of him being forthright about changing his mind, he continued to breadcrumb her along with, God wanted me to be with Maggie, but I want to be with you. I'm in love with you. I want to have a baby with you.
And
That's breadcrumbing.
one of the receipts said, he said, my heart is in love with you. I want you. God put her with me, but I want you.
Yes.
You, what really made you desire a child with me? Because I'm obsessed and in love with you. Then she
Hello.
goes, what really made you fall in love with me? I saw you and I wanted you to care, and I wanted to care for you. I knew you would be perfect for me. And you know what?
Hmm.
He's probably right.
And I believe him because he seems to be that guy that can fall in love. One thing LRL said, he said that men can do that. Men can be in love with more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think women can too. I don't know.
mm,
Uh,
okay.
I don't know if
I don't know.
it's in love with more than one person. I think we in love and then we love for a certain other reason.
Okay.
I don't think it's you can be in love with multiple people. I think you can be in love because when you're in love, you don't want. Yeah, it's a different thing. But I don't agree with them on that aspect. I believe
Hmm.
you can love multiple and want to be with them, but the
Uh-huh.
in love thing,
Okay.
yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, I can get with that. So
Mhm.
like let's say he's dating multiple women and there are certain aspects of them he likes. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think it's necessarily can hang our hat up on in love. That's just my opinion. But
Okay. I can get with that.
yeah.
So
Nola,
yeah.
girl, be quiet. Go ahead.
What she say? Let's see. Please don't listen to nothing. Listen, I was squirming just listening to his commentary as he tries to windmill for his friend. And LRL never windmills for anybody.
Well, you think it's because the friends are becoming scarce?
No, it's
No.
because of the caliber of the friend.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see what
And
I'm
he,
saying?
yeah, yeah, that too.
The the lower tiered friends, not windmilling for them, not saying a mumbling word.
Yeah, yeah,
The higher end friends,
yeah,
windmilling.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And going on other people's platforms because he won't. Okay, never mind. That's about to turn
Well,
into
no, we
something else.
already
But
know
anyway.
that. We already know that Larry is not going to put this kind of stuff on. He likes to keep his platform as pure as he can, but
Mm.
but
But it's
other things,
my friend, my friend. And
yeah,
so it's like, you know what? I think Lovy is the victim here. She was
yeah.
manipulative. She was this and she was that.
No, see, I'm not going to go that far though. I'm not going to go that far to say that Lovey's a victim. Lovey is not a victim in this situation.
But he said that because he felt like he was a victim of certain things when it came to people exposing things on
Well,
him.
we seen quite a bit of receipts
Everybody got receipts except for him. He won't show his
that he got on other people.
that he has on other people.
Right, right, right,
He talking about if Jake's pursue this thing, all
right.
these receipts that I've seen, people showing their receipts. Vincent showed his receipts, including an audio recording. So when he first,
What's up,
when LRL,
Marcellus?
so when LRL first came out and was like, I never slept with him, and then he had to double back and be like,
Had to
it
double
was just
back.
nobody business. And
You nice
see,
by saying it's doubling back. There's another word we can use.
backpedaling and pussy.
Ugh. But yeah, because yeah, it's and just like all these receipts and talking about I've seen, them people ain't showing the courts no receipts. They don't want to be involved.
Period.
They don't want to be all this talk about what's to come, and these people are going to come, and they're going to come out and support Dwayne Youngblood, and he's going to, subpoena them.
Yes.
Okay, all right,
So it's
yeah,
like bringing it back to Gigi.
yeah.
She shares her story. She gets lambasted. She wants this and that and the third. She's bitter, etc. YB shares his story. Oh, my platform. I opened my platform. He just wanted to share his story. It's like he's an honest man. I I don't.
The most honest he's seen, or something to that effect. I heard
Yeah.
him say.
So I'm like, I don't get it.
So you got to consider the source.
Okay.
You just got to consider the source because at this point, we have gone over a year now of accusations and things, and we haven't been produced any receipts. So now Jakes wants some discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Now he wants some receipts. So it's time
And
to produce.
And my thing is this, when people produce their receipts, all of a sudden it's AI. There's
Right,
apps and you can
right, right.
make up your own
Yep,
text messages and you
yep.
can people,
As I
come on
said, it
now.
could a possibility with her. Well, other people were saying that as they were just saying that there are apps you can manipulate text messaging and things like that. Which the scary part about it is, will we ever get anything true these days, Courtney? Because of accusations of AI or manipulation in the text. And is that what we have to look forward to?
So it's my question is, what more do you want from these people? Do they have to take a polygraph test? And there's a
Mhm.
certain kind of way that you can pass a
What's
polygraph
up,
test
hot and
while
out of
lying.
town?
So what else can we do?
Some
People say
people are
produce
experts and
receipts.
can they lie so good they can pass the
Yes,
polygraph test. So
absolutely. They know how to pace their breath, to
yeah.
control their heartbeat, things of that nature. If people want to be deceptive, they will do it by any means necessary. But my
Hmm.
thing is this: what does she have to gain?
Yeah.
Let's say she did want the money. She messed that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. Yeah. She did.
She
Well,
didn't do
that's
it.
why I think
Mhm.
they're saying they're making a kind of an assumption that somebody is behind her, making sure she's taken care of as long as she puts this out. So that's been swarming around here as well.
See, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. So I don't
Cause
know.
the EJ situation had kind of died down. He
But it, that,
EJ,
I mean, but it just came to light what a few months ago, though.
yes,
You know,
that's when because EJ was trying to hype up his book, which
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that so
It's
we're
all. It's
nobody
all.
really fooling
Everybody
over
is
that.
agenda. That's why I'm saying everybody is agenda driven. When she came on repenting first, Courtney, before she went and did her expose, she wanted to make sure she had her crosses on, all her cross necklaces that she had in the house, and she really was trying to, invoke the hearts of the people before she told her story. It just was
Mhm.
like, to me, it just was a little not authentic or
No,
genuine
oh
to
my
me.
God. I think that is way too calculated. Like, oh, let me put my cross
Mhm.
necklaces
I'm
on
just, I
and
started
let
looking
me
at stuff.
not
I
wear too
just,
much makeup. Like, St.
and
James,
she
you
didn't have
have
that
a
much
business
makeup on
mind.
either. You can tell she's a makeup artist. Did she have a lot of makeup on?
Why she but when she
She
was
was
on the
trying to look
live with him,
holy, sanctified, and set apart so everybody will believe her story.
St. James, let me tell you something about you. You have a business mind. No one
Okay.
is thinking
Okay.
like this but
Okay.
you. Like, not to, let's be clear. Let me back up
Hmm.
and say this. Yes, people are deceptive. People
Hmm.
try to
Hmm.
do certain things and manipulate certain
Yeah.
situations. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like, everybody's perfect. But
Yeah.
in this case, I strongly discern that the girl just wore the necklaces because she liked them. I don't think she was like, let me wear my cross necklaces.
I guess I
And then,
looked at it too much. I guess I
yes,
did
you
because
did.
but I was just but it was the whole, the repentance in the beginning, and then from looking at her, from looking hold on. I just want you to look at this. From looking at her, um hold on.
Hold on, let me say this before you play that, before I
Okay.
forget what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you, okay, so repentance is a part of the vindication starter kit, the exposure
Right.
starter kit. You
Right.
got to start out with repentance. So
Mhm.
you got to confess your wrongs first before you expose the person. So that's a part of the starter kit. So that's what you're supposed to do.
Mhm. It's true. That's true. I'm not going to fault her for that, but I just thought it was quite interesting. She looked kind of like a pale ghost here.
Yes.
But if you go to any of her pictures and stuff,
Hmm.
she is just so done up that it was just a little weird to me. It's like she really wanted to make sure that when she did that video, she didn't have as much on, so she can look just a little bit more, holy and sanctified and set
Oh my
apart. So
God.
y'all can, everybody can listen. And I'm not saying that there was no manipulation in the, because like I said, there's a level of manipulation in all relationships.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
and he had the upper hand in this relationship. He was a preacher. He was the man. He has a lot more on the line than she was. So yes, his level of manipulation is yes, she's a gorgeous girl, is going to be heightened.
I
And
think. Mhm.
go ahead.
I'm telling you, I think both of them genuinely liked each other. I don't think she came to the table. She's not a church girl like that. So I don't think she came to the table with the church game in mind. You
Well,
understand what I'm
she
saying by
loves him.
that?
She
The
says
church
she
game?
loves the Lord more than anything, and all this other stuff she said. So
Because
she,
her relationship with God probably got um probably heightened or
they, they
increased.
say I'm talking right, Courtney. That's what they said. I'm talking right.
I mean, you talking all right. But no, this is what I'm saying. So she was with a man of God. So quite naturally,
Yeah,
because of his relationship with God, she was starting to get more in alignment, uh,
yeah.
air quotes, with God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she
Mm-hmm.
was trying to, get into her spiritual groove. She didn't
Okay.
come to the table being a church girl, knowing how
Yeah.
to play the game, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it was really two people genuinely liking each other. Um, I'm not gonna say falling in love because I'm not sure, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's what it started out to be. Where it went wrong, the only place where it went wrong was when he started breadcrumbing, when he was trying to still keep her around, knowing that his decision had been made. And LRL
Yeah.
did say this: he should have completely cut it off once his decision was made to marry Maggie.
But
But
the
go ahead.
under looking at those and reading those text messages, if that's exactly what he said, I understand it. Do I agree? No, because he should have cut it off.
Yeah.
But
No, the girl,
I
I'm
know.
not saying,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, St. John. I'm not saying that anyone is more saved than the other.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we can't call somebody's salvation or relationship with God, right? But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, based upon what she posted, based upon the receipts, as far as what she said prior to her coming onto the live with Lovy, and then
Hmm.
she was saying like once she connected with Lovy's ministry, she started following strongly. Then she started going to the prophetic school, started
Right.
visiting the church, and things of that nature. So it gave she started to uh get more connected with God. That's all I'm saying.
And I believe you on that. But my thing, like, because I think I said this the other day, my kind of mindset, or
Hmm.
someone who said this, I can't think of. Whitley said it. You
Hmm.
know, she continued the conversations even after he was married. So what do you think about that? Is it just because she
So
was in love?
based upon, yes, based upon what she said, right?
Hmm.
She cut it off. I don't know at what point, right?
Right. Because we
But
saw in
mhm,
March some things in March, some text messages from March, and he got married. When did he get married? Last year?
last year,
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
been a
thought.
year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, no, I don't
That's
think
my
it's
only
wrong.
thing because
Mhm.
when you're done and you think this guy is a warlock and a witch and a manipulator and deceiver, but you continue to gather intel.
Mm-mm. Here you go. She wasn't gathering intel. She still loved him. And one thing
Yeah,
about a woman that's in love, it takes us hitting a brick wall really, really, really hard before we snap out of it, unfortunately. For some
yeah.
of us, not all.
Mm. Looks like a
So
prophet love TKO.
yeah.
You better let it go.
And
My
the
God.
problem was, okay, so yes, allegedly she still entertained, right?
Yeah.
But
According
he
to
was
what her
still
receipts, she still entertained him.
But he was still saying, I love you.
Yeah.
I want to be with you.
And he might be true. That might be true, Courtney. That might
No,
be
now
true.
at this point, he done married this woman,
I know.
got her pregnant. We don't, the timeline for the baby is we don't know, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, that
the truth
timeline,
is,
a little tricky
right,
timeline. A little tricky.
we're not sure on that, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, no, at this point, you enjoy being around her. She's beautiful, she's all the
Yeah.
things, but I at this point no, because your decision has been made.
Yeah.
Now, so let
Yeah.
me ask you this as a man then. Why is it that, because Lovey's not the only man that has done this, right?
Absolutely not. People are doing it tonight. Go ahead.
Exactly. Why is it that a man can't just say, "Okay, Imma marry so and so," and just cut off all the other women and be done with it?
Oh, Pete, that's like saying I'm gonna stop smoking today, and then you sniffing around for a Camel or a menthol or a Newport the next day. It's pretty much the same. Um, that's really like all these people who made resolutions yesterday and
Right.
they broke them today.
I think
Already. I think it's just even as a man, I think it's just we're just human beings, and when we have feelings, first of all, do we even like to put our feelings on the table like that?
right.
We don't. So
Okay.
when and he if those text messages are actually from him, he threw them feelings out like nobody's business. So I cannot say that he didn't love Sister Evangelist Gigi.
Mhm.
I cannot say that. And you can't just automatically. And if he's saying that he married Maggie because it was the thing to do for ministry,
Mhm.
he's not going to automatically just cut off Gigi like that. But it was up
Mm.
to, I think it was up to Gigi to put her foot down and say, "You're not going to play with my feelings no more.
I
And
was
I'm
just
not going
about
to
to say
have
that.
no communication with you. I'm packing up even and I'm moving back to Indiana if I have to, because I am done with you." But
So
it was
she
a two-way street. They
That's
wasn't
right.
done with each other, but he didn't go out and expose her. She's still talking to me and I'm married. She went out and exposed him.
You're right, Rose G. I see your comment there, and that's just what I was
If a
about to
man
say.
marries someone else after he deceives you, cut it off totally. No more
Yep,
conversations, nothing. And that's what I'm saying.
that's
I
right.
mean, yes, I believe he's in the wrong. But my
Mhm.
thing is, you could have stopped this and you wouldn't have had any text to show on February and March of this year.
We not putting now, you're right, but we're not gonna put the total weight on her. We're not gonna put all of the onus on her.
No, because he shouldn't be texting her that. But
Right.
again, he can't turn off that love like that, though.
So here's the thing, because I noticed this with quite a few men. They like to keep doors cracked. You
And
understand what I'm
said he married
saying?
Maggie because she was pregnant. Maggie is from wealth. My God. Go ahead.
Men, and you can correct me if I'm wrong or not on this. Do so I believe that men like to keep doors cracked in other relationships.
Well, yeah. I mean, what? Not only in the relation. What do you? We talked about Abyssinian Baptist Church. He kept
Mhm.
the door cracked in Philadelphia. He ain't got a pastor over there just in case they throw him out of Harlem. There is
Mm.
a. We want to make sure that we're able to navigate to the best, next deal if we get booted out of this deal. So it goes beyond love. It goes beyond, it goes into business. It goes into a lot of things. So
Mhm.
no, he kept that door cracked just in case. What if Maggie just wants a divorce and he
Let
don't
me
have
tell
no
you something.
control over it?
Let's be clear. Maggie
Ain't going nowhere.
will never. When I
Ain't
tell
going
you
nowhere.
I remember Maggie said one time, like, God showed her things to come for Revelation Church. She is married not only to Lovy, but she is married to that ministry. She
Yeah.
is a pillar of that ministry and the
Mhm.
foundation.
Oh
She's
wow.
going absolutely nowhere. She don't care if Lovy do the backstroke. She is there, and she has always been the face of Revelation Church.
And that's the sad part about when women like Gigi come out. And it speaks to what I said when people say they feel sorry for the first lady. These first ladies love it too. They love the attention. They love the minute, and not even. I'm not going to say it's all material, but
Mhm.
they are connected spiritually just as hard and
For
just as
sure.
well.
Absolutely.
So when
They
you
have
think you're
invested their life.
right. So when you think you're coming out to expose and to, do that, just know, okay, we're going to listen to your story. They're going to slap him on his wrist.
Mhm.
He may sit down for a week or two. He ain't going to do like Tony Evans.
Oh, no,
It's,
no, no. Lovy is
instead of he
not
been
sitting
sat down
down
since what, June? He ain't
because
Lovey ain't don't have that kind of stuff in him.
no. Lovy's not sitting down. This is
Mm-mm,
not that type of
mm-mm,
time. They're gonna
mm-mm.
muscle right on through it as if nothing ever happened. Pastor Tony set himself down.
Yeah,
Abort
yeah,
didn't sit him down. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
But Lovy, because that is his machine,
yeah. He has to keep
not
it
going
going.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They said he came out last night on fire. I seen him.
Him and Maggie. Maggie
Yes,
going
they
in.
did. They was in the what they call it
A tag team.
yeah. They got together and said, "All right, break," and they came out
Right.
there. And that
Oh, baby,
listen,
we finna have a united front. We
yeah,
finna
because at
put
the
our
end of the
foot on the
day,
devil's neck. All the things.
Courtney, it's business.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And see, that's the part that Gigi and some of them don't realize. They're going on the spiritual realm of it. I'm here
Mm-hmm.
to save all the ladies and save everybody from manipulating guys like this, pastors and preachers like this. We, like I said in the beginning, there's already been people have all kind of reasons to think that Lovy and his buddies are false prophets. You
Yes.
coming out saying that
It's
don't really
nothing.
move us.
No.
That don't move us at all because we've heard that. We have our ideas of who we think is false and who we think is on it. And so with Lovy, that's already been floating around there. So you have to realize you're not telling us anything on that spiritual tip. This thing has moved into business. I don't think she
Yes.
saw the business part of it.
Absolutely not. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
She does
Yeah.
she does not know that you're going up against a air quotes juggernaut.
Right.
It's like trying to sue Coca-Cola
Yes. Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
don't have the backing or the wherewithal
Yeah.
to know what you're going up against.
Yeah.
So this is only going to last, but maybe by the end of this week, unless she really come out with something heavy hitting. Other than that, it's just like throwing a pebble at a
I mean, what
brick
else can
wall.
I mean? Didn't she say she gave him? First she gave when she said a sexual act, so it was either some head or he had out. One of the
Hmm.
two happened.
Hmm.
So but did she ever go into? Well, I'm assuming they did. Well, yeah, they
Yes.
had fornication
Yes.
because yeah, all that happened too. But my thing is, like somebody said earlier in the chat, you all that loving and all this spiritual stuff. Now, what happened in the fornication portion of it?
Hmm.
You didn't think about it then, but now you're. It's just when people don't get what they want, Courtney, it goes awry.
No,
It just
again,
goes awry, and
it does, but here's the thing. Had he been more direct and honest in his communication,
yeah.
which allegedly he's supposed to be pulling out receipts,
Mm.
if you're not direct and honest in your
What receipts he
communication,
gonna pull out?
well, LRL said he had talked to him today and he couldn't say much on it because
Okay, hold on. LRL says there's some receipts in 7 days coming or 24 hours. Which one is? Okay, we'll
I
wait.
don't right,
We'll wait. We're waiting
we'll wait
again,
till next
everybody. We're
year.
waiting for receipts.
Those receipts may come out in 2026. Who knows?
Okay,
But
we're ready for receipts. Lovy is going to produce receipts, Larry says.
he was alluding to the fact that Lovy's supposed to pull out something on her to show air quotes who she really is.
Here they go. Now, listen, that's what I don't want to agree with, though, Courtney. I don't
Mhm.
need for y'all to tell me she's crazy.
Oh, you know that's
I
the
don't. We don't need that, Lovy. Keep them,
that
keep
is
them, keep them, keep them. She is a woman who didn't get the golden goose. You was in love with her. She was in love with you. It didn't go the way as planned. We don't need nobody to come out here and tell us the woman's crazy now.
you now that is the
We
I'm
don't
gonna
care.
get back at you starter kit.
Don't. Yeah,
The
it
so the
is. It
first thing
really
you're gonna go with
is.
is, oh, they're just crazy because if I diminish you mentally,
Hmm.
then everybody else will be like, oh, okay, well maybe you're
Yeah.
right. I can't stand that though.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Don't do that. Don't do that
Don't do
because
that.
everybody has a little mental disorder when you in love.
Yes,
Every
but
because we
why
don't
is it
think
that
right. We do
Right.
things that don't mesh up and things we shouldn't do when we're in love. So don't come out here talking about how crazy she is and all that. Whatever.
But why is it that you get to say that she's air quotes crazy, but you're the sanest person?
Right. Like
You
Kevin
messed
said,
you
everybody
messed with
crazy
her.
when you with, you know,
So
wasn't crazy when you was with her.
right. So I hope he doesn't do that, but we do not know. That's all alleged.
Right, right.
And we'll see it when we see it, if we see it.
If we ever, and I hope he doesn't. Listen, Lovy needs to realize, don't get your advice from everybody, Lovy.
Li-
Don't get your advice from everybody, Lovy. You a prophet, right?
That's his friend. He's gonna listen to his friend.
Okay.
But
Good
let me
luck.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think he can for defamation?
I don't think so because she has too many receipts. And it's just, she's coming out here saying she was like manipulated and she was this. But I mean, you can only be manipulated if someone is trying to initially fool you and try to get something out of you without, under a lie or under false pretenses. I don't think we're dealing with that here, though, Courtney. I
Okay.
think we're dealing with a real relationship that didn't end up in a marriage. And I think just at the end of it, it just wasn't going to be good for his business to
Mm-hmm.
marry this girl. So I
But
don't
mhm.
think it's defamation in a sense. Because she's
Okay.
producing some things that look legitimate, like they were in a real relationship and it
Mm-hmm.
was kind of a mutual thing. I just don't think it's defamation at this point. I just think it was a love that didn't go down the aisle. It was cut.
Okay. So do you think that he will try something legally to try to get her to shut up?
He can send her a cease and desist, but then on that deal, you still have to. What is he wanting her? Everybody wants everybody to shut up about them. Okay,
Right.
everybody wants that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, usually you send a cease and desist when something is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's defaming him. I think
Okay.
she's just bringing to light things we've already heard over the years.
Mm-hmm.
He would have to go back and sue a lot of people, a lot of women who said he's a womanizer. Remember the white man was uh,
Mm-hmm.
the white man preaching on the thing not too long ago said that
Mm-hmm.
he heard about women that Lovy has been with.
Yes. Yes.
So if he will have to go back and sue the white man and go down the rabbit hole of where he got the information. There's too
Mm-hmm.
many people running around. You got to get the ex porn star. You got to do a lot of investigative work. So
Mm-hmm.
just she's just coming out here producing more receipts than anybody else because I
Mm-hmm.
believe may have been a real deal. Even if he was with other women while he was with Gigi,
Mm-hmm.
it seemed to me that they really had something, going on. We didn't see anybody else on the private plane flying with him. Maybe it'll come out later.
Right.
But like you said, she was getting the creme de la creme of the treatment,
Right.
in my opinion. So
Right.
no, I don't think it's defamation, and I don't think he can. He may can try to send her a cease and desist, but I don't know, because we heard his buddy say that cease and desist letters are for punks. So I know his buddy wouldn't tell him to send a cease and desist to her.
He don't sing that song anymore.
No, he doesn't. I wonder why
Six
not.
figures in
I wonder why not.
law fees later, lawyer fees, excuse me.
Yeah, double tap the screen, everybody. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for me right up there above Grace Jones. All right. But hit that subscribe and double tap the screen. We only have 112 likes. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. But no, I don't think she'll be receiving that. I think that, did I hear that there have been like communication within the last few days or so with her?
I haven't heard that,
I
so
thought I
I'm
heard something
unsure.
about something or other. Did anybody else hear that? That they're like asking her why she doing this and some other things or something like that. I want to say I heard that, but I'm not
Oh,
sure. What's up,
okay.
Sean Holiday? Happy New Year, everybody. That I didn't say Happy New Year to. Some men just do this kind of stuff. It's just sad. And it is sad, but
This is the nature of the beast, just to be
it
honest.
is. It
And it will
is.
never
And
go away unless the men in the back offices and in the green rooms start taking a stand
yeah,
and really being integral behind the scenes.
yeah,
This is a character thing.
it is. It is.
And
It
so while we're slapping high five, he's single. What's the problem? He was
yeah.
single then.
Right, right.
But the problem is, in fact, character because, and I'm not trying to, hold on, let me back up. I'm not trying to come against Prophet Lovy's character because I don't know him personally, okay?
right,
So I'm
right,
only basing this, based upon what we've seen receipt wise. The only issue was that, again, once he got married, he did not change the trajectory of the relationship with Gigi. That's
right.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, coupled with the fact that if you are dating multiple women, I think there's a more excellent way to go about that. But
But do
I
y'all
digress.
women want to
Mhm.
know that we are dating or other men or whatever are dating other people at the same time? Y'all don't want to know
Absolutely
that.
not. No,
Y'all want to know. It
I
sounds
don't.
good, but
Hmm.
not to be honest. Don't nobody want that kind of honesty. Women, admit it. You don't want no man to tell you that you are in love with, you've been sleeping with, you've been dating, you've been traveling with, and they're still single to say, listen,
Mm-mm.
I'm dating other people too.
No, because some of us, we
We
desire
got.
to be the only one.
Dorothy said they do. Wild card say they. Okay, all right.
Well, yeah, I'm not opposed to that, but
And
there are not too many men that will tell you that, but some will. Some
maybe these
will.
later are more mature than a Gigi age because I know a Gigi age can't handle that mentally.
Oh no, yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If a man tell me, depending on where we are in, if we're at the getting to know you stage, all right. But once
Mm.
we get to a certain point in the
Exclusive.
relationship,
Exclusive.
yeah,
Okay.
we need to
Yeah.
be working towards exclusivity. And if you're unable to provide that for me,
Hmm.
then go forth. I'm gonna go my way. You continue to date
Yeah.
multiple people because some people like to play the field. And at
Yeah.
some point, you have to make a decision and you have to be strong and firm on your decision. Me personally, I don't want to be a business decision.
Right. Right.
I want to be a business and
And when you
love
think about
decision.
that, it's really sad that it has to go that route. Even in Christendom, even in the spiritual things,
Yes.
people are making business decisions over real life, real love,
Mhm.
and we're saying it's okay because it's for Jesus, it's for the church.
Mhm.
But is it really okay? Because
And mhm.
you're not living your true authentic self. You're not being honest in the beginning, but you're leading the body of Christ and you're only married to this person because it's good for your church business.
But I think also there is such a huge, and you mentioned this earlier with the pastor, the single pastor there in California
Yeah,
that had to have a wife. There is
right.
such a huge weight on
Yeah,
marriage for single men in ministry. I
yeah,
understand why, but by the same token, it's such a pressure there to marry the right one. I've seen it behind the
yeah.
scenes more than one time where
Hmm.
a man is dating one woman and she may not be as air quotes churchy or she may not fit the image, but the man
Yeah.
be so in love with her. But then here go the mentors and the people
Hmm.
in the
Hmm.
circle saying, marry this one. She has the look.
And
She
the
can
thing
do
about it,
church,
the
all of that. Mhm.
mentors ain't
Mhm.
slept with them. The mentors ain't supped with them. The mentors ain't had that intimate time with them. So it's easy for them to say, cut it off. She's not good for you. Go to
Mhm.
this one. He done
But the
already got
Mhm.
spiritually entwined, physically,
Mhm.
emotionally entwined with this
Mhm.
girl. But now you're saying, no, no, no.
Mhm.
Listen to me because I'm the voice of God. I'm your mentor.
Yes.
You get Maggie, you leave Gigi alone. So he has to turn this off. He has to just, and go with what the mentors or whatever say. If that's the role that has been kind of told to us that has kind of happened according to his text messages.
I've seen it happen. Not
Okay,
not with
right,
them per se, but I've seen it with other young ministers. So like, because the woman that fits the spiritual aspect in the image of the ministry, that's great for that, for the
right.
church, there's a longevity there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whereas there is a huge risk when you marry opposite of that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see what I'm saying? There's a
yeah.
huge risk.
And at the point of his ministry, he needed that. He was already,
Mhm.
he's like at the precipice of the really peak of what he can do if he get that right woman.
Mhm. But had he stayed, I'm, now I'm just, this is my opinion. I
Okay,
don't know these people personally,
right.
but had Lovy stayed with Gigi, I feel as though Gigi would not have the capacity to be able to handle what is what it is that Maggie is experiencing on this level, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
But she may have been an amazing wife
For
to Lovy.
Lovy, not for the
Yes.
church.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
a tricky thing because you kind of have to marry both. And a
Yes.
lot of a lot of churches rise and fall on the
Yes.
first lady.
Yes.
Because the first lady does a lot of pillow talking. The first
That's right.
lady can be, has a lot of influence. I went to a church here that didn't believe in women in ministry, in behind the pulpit, no women.
Mhm.
They were not denomination, but the very Baptist in the way that they felt towards women,
Mhm.
preaching and being in leadership like that. But after sitting back and analyze, I'm saying uh, the first lady
Mhm.
runs this church.
Mhm.
You don't like women on the pulpit, but the first lady runs this
Yes.
church because she has the pastor's ear. We know she'll come. I used to be in the leadership, so she'll come and
Mhm.
meet with us. We'll have a conversation, and all of a sudden, he's talking about it over the pulpit and making some changes.
Yes.
So it is an important spot, that first lady, and I don't see, just with how she came out here, how
Mhm.
she navigated this thing, it
Mhm.
doesn't seem to me that it would have been a good pick as a first lady. Maybe a great, just wife for Lovey, possibly, but
It would
not.
have been a decent pick if there's a certain aspect of like administration and things of that nature, just me
Mhm.
going off of just observing, there's
Yeah,
a certain level of administration that Maggie has that Prophet Lovy may not be as strong in, right?
hey Aunt Una. Yeah, that's true.
So if Prophet Lovy was the total package,
Hmm.
he probably could have married her and it be okay.
Hmm.
Almost like Bishop McClendon.
Right.
His first wife was strong in the Lord. She was,
She.
strong in those things.
Yeah.
This wife right here, not to say she's strong or not, because I don't know her personally, but it's not giving the
It was
capacity that
it
his
was a
first wife had.
distinct difference. We knew the difference
Yes.
in the wives when he married the new wife.
Yes. So sometimes, so his ministry is still all right. So
Hmm.
sometimes, depending on those things, again, because Maggie helped to build it from the ground up,
Hmm.
is different. So no,
And like
but if
Nikki
he
Blaine
already,
says, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Like Nikki Blaine says, and first ladies know how to keep secrets. We all know that Gigi has diarrhea of the mouth. She would have never worked, okay? And she don't know how to shut up. Oh Lord, Gigi, you wouldn't have worked, baby. And all future pastors, if y'all looking for Gigi to be your first lady,
Don't do that.
good luck.
Don't do my girl like that.
Good luck. No, I'm
Oh
just
my
playing.
gosh.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
what did it say? Lovey prophesying while Gigi's saying she doesn't really know the Bible. You know what?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, it just would work. So that's factual. Let me ask you this, St. James.
Mhm.
So do most men? really married for business and not necessarily for love?
I'm going to speak to myself and I unfortunately I did.
Okay.
I loved her, but I wasn't in love where I need to be walking down the aisle.
Mhm.
I wasn't trying to live in sin. I was going. I went back to my original church. I wasn't trying to live in sin. I didn't want to go to hell, Courtney.
Listen.
So I made a
I
decision, and we made it. We was going, and the thing about it, and it's my story is I've heard it multiple times.
Mhm.
And the church will mess you up
Mhm.
if you allow it to
Yes.
mentally. It will have you doing things that you know, I went that route. He went that other route. My reasons were definitely smaller than a Lovy reasons. He had a
Mhm.
whole empire, a whole church that he had to consider.
Right.
I didn't have that much to consider, but I still had things to consider so I wouldn't, be out of the graces of God and the
Right.
graces of my pastor. I wanted to look good in front of everybody's, because
Right.
I was in leadership. I was
Mhm.
being looked at.
Mhm.
I was the one up every Sunday directing and
Mhm.
invoking and in charge of the worship service and things like that. So
Mhm.
I couldn't be up there and not and just living in sin and that
Right.
type of thing.
Mhm.
So, when I look back, it's nothing that I'm proud of, but it's just the
Mhm.
fact that what happened. So I understand the dynamic of that, and it happens a lot. It happens with a lot of LGBTQ people who are
Okay.
in the church getting met. That's why we have all these scandals coming out.
Mm.
That's why we had Eddie Longs and people like that, Courtney.
Right.
Because we know Eddie Long probably had to make an executive decision. He didn't start just liking boys, according to what was said
I don't
in
know
the
if he
middle of his
did now. That
ministry.
used to be my bishop.
Uh, Listen, I'm just
So,
saying, if any of that was true, it never was
mhm.
in the courts.
Okay.
But he didn't start like him in the middle of his deal. I'm sure it probably in the beginning.
Mhm.
But yeah, Kevin, living in sin. But he had to make a decision at one point, and we found
Mhm.
out later that not only did he probably enjoy the company of women, but he maybe enjoyed the company of men as well. So
Mhm.
he had to make a decision for probably his spiritual life or his church and what looked good and what would roll for him. Eddie Longs. Now we have Lovies. Now it ain't
Mhm.
about Lovy. We haven't heard anything. We heard Lovy like the Uzi now. That's what he
Yes.
like.
Yes.
Okay. So we ain't putting nothing else on him. I haven't heard anything. People would love to put it on him because of how he looks and the metrosexualism of him.
But do you
But
think it would be different if if it wasn't about him sleeping with women? Do you think the
they would have
response would
crucified
be
him by
different?
now. They would have
Yes.
crucified him even more by now.
Okay. And that's the problem that I have
Yeah.
going back to, I know I'm kind of jumping, but
No,
going
you
back
good.
to Youngblood, that's the problem that I have with this. I really don't want
Hold on.
Bishop.
Save your thought.
Mhm.
I did a update on Felton's case yesterday on yesterday's live. Go ahead.
I really don't want Bishop's sexuality to be on trial.
Right, right.
So
What you
what
talking
is
about with
this about?
Jakes? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because if Youngblood was at a consensual age,
Which he was,
what are
according
we
to his
talking
statement.
about? But they're saying that he was groomed. So what's the end game with that?
The end game is just, trying to put that nail in the coffin that he needs to run out of the RuPaul closet with heels and Louboutins on. That's what they want from Bishop Jakes. Not only money, but they really want, just like, remember when Larry kept on saying, well, he just needs to come out and just be and tell the truth. Well,
Yes,
there
I
was a
remember
time
that.
when you wasn't telling the truth.
Come on. Talk about it.
And Vincent had to come out and give you a little nudge.
Right.
And then it was like, no, I'm not gay. I just like a little peen every now and then.
Yep.
So if he had to do it,
Hmm.
then Jakes needs to do it. No, we don't care.
That
I'm not. Are
no.
you interested in sleeping with Jakes, Courtney?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
No one cares. That's why I'm like, why is his
Okay.
sexuality on trial? No one cares.
Yeah. But that was the thing, and I think it was embarrass him out of the closet, or open the door and then present it, because then we heard they need to get paid. They need to get paid.
Hmm.
They need to get paid. Paid for their pain. Pain be he groomed them. He groomed Manasseh, so Manasseh needs to get paid.
So
That's all
now,
we heard.
so do you see, and let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm reaching,
Mm-hmm.
but do you see the semblance here as far as Gigi tells her story?
Mm-hmm.
She never said she was a victim,
Right?
but she did say, uh, I was manipulated,
Right?
etc.
Right?
Youngblood
Mm-hmm.
tells his story, says that he went from being abused to being the abuser.
Right?
He gets celebrated. Tell your
Uh-huh.
story, speak your
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Gigi gets lambasted.
Mm-hmm.
Youngblood is kind of, I'm gonna say this,
There.
based upon the live, he was coerced into saying that he was groomed. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Right. You're
Okay.
right.
And so now it's, you need to get paid. You should do this. Share your story. There's nothing wrong with you sharing your story. But this girl, you're a manipulator, and Lovy is the victim.
And you're speaking up because you heard it, two different stories coming from the same person,
Right.
or two different outcomes coming from.
Do you see what I'm saying? Or am I reaching?
No, you're not reaching. You're not reaching.
I don't like that. I don't think that that is right. This pedo gets praised while this woman is just sharing her story and she gets lambasted.
Hmm. Because he likes Lovey and hates Jakes, in
Period.
according to public opinion. Oh, but now he
No,
loves
he
him.
loves them. He's in
My
love
bad.
with
I'm sorry. I had to
he
correct
loves
myself. Now
he
I
loves
forgot
them
he
so
said he loves
much.
him now. He loves him.
Correct yourself.
Yeah, let me correct myself.
But do you and this guy, no receipts.
Right.
Just a story that sounds like another story.
Right.
That sounds like another
And
story.
he's the most honest person they've seen.
And he's an honest man.
Is that
It
Couture Bay? What's up, Couture Bay? I,
it just makes it seem as though, I'm not gonna say that there's some women hating going on. It's just that,
I don't think it has anything to do with women hating. I think it's kind of going on along what you said about the man group, the man code. I
okay,
think
I
that's
didn't
all
think
that
about that.
is. And Jake's
Okay,
was not liked by a group of people,
okay,
but Lovey is liked by a group of people.
right.
Where is Bishop Bernard Jordan? We didn't get a prediction this year.
Let me say this about that since I'm up here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through something.
Walk.
Remember when William did the live
Uh huh.
and said that him and Larry had fallen out?
The lie that I believed, William. Go ahead.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna take you to when he got on, I can't remember whose platform that was,
Mm-hmm.
and was like, "No, we're fine," but he alluded to something briefly
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know if anybody caught. But I believe, my opinion, Larry took issue with him, with Bishop, because he may have voted for Trump. I say that because he did a live not too long ago with a woman. I can't remember her name. And they were talking about that.
That
And he
woman that he had
referenced,
on there. Okay, I don't
yes,
remember her name. Yeah.
and he referenced that. So I
Okay.
believe because of that difference, that may have caused a wedge. Not to say that he doesn't love him anymore, honor him, none of that. But I believe that that could have been an issue, and that's just my
Well,
take.
I understand your theory,
Hmm.
but I also have friends that voted for him.
Hmm.
A couple of close friends that voted for Trump. And we went to dinner the other night.
Now, St. James, you're very diplomatic, though. Not to say that Larry is not. I don't know him personally, but you appear to be very diplomatic. Um, I think it was a matter of they both stand strong in blackness, right?
Yeah.
And all of that good stuff. So I think that the problem was, if we're standing this strong in blackness, why would you vote that direction? My assumption.
I mean, and some people like Jay Boogie said, if he found out any friends, he would cut them off. They're gone. Now,
Mhm.
maybe that's a possibility that it was that strong. But I
Mhm.
find it suspiciously interesting that after he was pre-named
Mhm.
as a co-conspirator, all of a
Mm.
sudden it was cut. Like Bernard and Manasseh are saying, listen, I
Mm.
know I don't want nobody pulling me in
Mhm.
as no co-conspirator here.
Mhm.
So I need to relinquish my relationship. And if even if it ain't a true breakup, it needs to be said out in the atmosphere that there's no more relationship.
But
So I'm
Larry
not
never
sure. I
said it.
understand your theory, and some people may be that deep, but I don't
Mhm.
see Larry as that deep.
But Larry never said it. It leaked out.
Right. But the way it leaked out, and if you know William and how when he starts to talk about something very serious and close to him,
Mhm.
I believed everything he was saying. That
Okay.
there was
Yeah.
something that not everything he was saying. I believe that there
Mhm.
was a true break. Now, was the break a fictitious break? Was it a real break in the relationship? I don't know. Was it a break needed for the public so they won't get drawn in and have Zoe Ministries in Discovery like Indian Network is about to be in
Mm.
Discovery?
See, okay. l- let's go. I'm going to go back a little bit further. I was on a live before William had leaked that out.
Okay.
I was on a live and someone had asked, "Hey, when is Bishop Jordan going to get back on the platform, or when are y'all going to do a live together again?" And Larry said, "Well, you can go on his platform if
Right.
you want
I
to
remember that.
experience him." That's when I
I remember
peeped
someone
it.
said that. Hmm.
That's when I peeped it. And he normally has Bishop Jordan on at least quarterly, if not
So,
more.
Entertainment Reporter says, but Lovy voted for Trump too.
You're right. You are
So that
absolutely
theory,
right.
unfortunately, is out the door there,
Okay, okay. So
Courtney.
we shut it down. Okay. Okay.
That's why I said I can't go with that theory, the Trump theory, because he said a lot of his. He said some other people voted for Trump,
Okay.
so I can't go with that theory. I believe the separation, and this is just me, but I believe the
Hmm.
separation is because the lawsuit against that Jakes has brought, and it is going to open up. Hold on. Somebody
Hmm.
said, "Let's go, Putin." Let me get them out of here. Putin ain't up in here today. Um, I believe there was a separation because just like he named, and they want to dip into Indian ministries and see where their
Hmm.
money is going and where it's coming from, and
Hmm.
how much money did it get paid for this video, and how when where did the money go? I believe he does not want Zoe Ministries
Mm.
in that discovery. And someone said in the chat that he separated himself when Manasseh got sued. I don't know if that was the real deal. I have no
Mm.
idea if Bernard separated himself. That was the actual fallout. Not sure what that was about, but we know they didn't speak for a number of years themselves.
Okay.
And but no, other people, and Lovy is they're all money, all the preachers. That's why he was talking about it, because his friends
Mm.
were preachers and they were thinking
Mhm.
about the bigger picture when it came to Trump.
Okay.
So no, that can be
Okay.
as much as he was windmilling for Lovy the last couple of days or today or
Man,
whatever.
listen. I have St. James, have you ever seen LRL windmill like that? I have never. I'm trying to think. Maybe for his mentor, but outside of that, I have never
He's
seen him
no, because
windmill.
he said some, no. Well, actually, I didn't see the live, so I can't tell you that. I seen he was on the other platform, but I didn't hear
Mhm.
what he was saying. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
He was windmilling like no shade, but like CTV.
Oh, okay, okay, because we
And I
know
love
CTV
CTV,
can wheel.
so don't come for
Yeah,
me. I love you. But
yeah, yeah.
he was windmilling strong, and I have never seen Larry do that.
mm,
And of course, he's not gonna think he was windmilling, but baby, it was given a strong windmill. So,
mm.
but okay, so I was wrong in
No,
with
because
that.
yeah, because I'm
Okay.
sorry. I think he has some other associates that voted for Trump, so I don't think that is the issue. And I know it. I want to, but I want to say, I just gotta say, because even when they say, "Well, Larry found out something about either Bernard Jordan," I'm like, there's a
No.
lot of some things that we found out about Larry
Right.
allegedly, and it didn't cause Bernard to go away.
Right.
So that theory, I'm like, it sounds about right. Maybe it was discussed with William because they know William won't hold it,
Mm. You
and
know
it
what?
will come out eventually. I'm serious. Maybe it
You're
was a
right.
strategic move for it to slip out.
Mm.
But just
That's
to know,
interesting.
so people like me and other bars can pick it up and say, "Oh, is there's what's going on with the mentor and the mentee?"
Okay.
And to
Hmm.
make sure that people in the atmosphere know that there's no association, but there was association all year long.
Mm.
So I don't know if we can automatic, because that 1 through 10 or that 2 through 10 or whatever of the John Doe's got, I
Hmm.
think, has people a little concerned,
But.
because it's going to link in everybody surrounding those people and
Mhm.
everybody. And you can't say that now Manasseh has not, but you were windmilling and saying Manasseh was groomed.
Yes.
That's what we
Yes.
heard. So now you can't
Yes.
go back and say that wasn't said. No, there was said he was groomed. There was a text message shown. There was a
Hmm.
picture comparison of Eddie Long and and
Yes.
and Bishop Jakes.
Yes.
No, all these things were already, and I'm sure all the attorneys got them all downloaded by now.
This is true.
So you can say you don't want any association, but the unfortunate part, to everybody say receipts, don't forget that. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that was supposed to be receipt. So they would like to discover your receipts that's out there that you've seen. And there's going to be a lot of, I can't reveal my sources.
Hmm.
I saw them, but that these people are not going to windmill to go behind Youngblood. I don't
No.
care how much they may not like Jake's, but would you gamble against Jake's or Youngblood?
Right. Is what is the end game for him? Like you said, to come out. I mean, are you trying to take down the dynasty? Like,
I think the
mm-mm.
ultimate end game, and in my opinion, was to get money.
Mm.
I think it was to get money. What did Tashi say? Possibly spill some finances of both ministries. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but LRL said Youngblood didn't want any money. He just wanted to tell his story. See? Youngblood don't want any more money. He just want to
Who
tell his
wanted the
story.
money then?
Gigi
If
want
Youngblood didn't
money.
want it, and and TD Jakes received a $6 million request, or they're going to keep on telling the story, part two, three, four, and five.
Remember, Youngblood said he didn't know.
Youngblood is a convicted liar, and he is not honest, regardless of what other people say. He's so honest. That
Listen,
demand letter stated $6 million that he talking about. He didn't know. Now he don't. I don't know. I no idea. I know money. We didn't want any money.
but y'all saying Gigi want money. Youngblood don't want no money. Gigi want money. I just okay.
Listen here. Gigi is hurt. There was no relationship between Jakes and Youngblood like there was between Gigi and Lovy.
Hmm.
This thing is beyond. She has experienced the money with him already.
But why Youngblood was hurt. His world came crashing down. What he said when Jace tried to
And
kiss
so
him.
were the victims that he victimized and the victims that we don't know of yet. Tell Youngblood to go shove it.
Please don't
He
make me
wasn't no
laugh.
more hurt. He hurt because see they got when they had it like him and his brother. You know they were in with Jake. So the brother or something was like a armor bearer or something or other. And then there was no more association.
Hmm.
These folks, they was upset. In my opinion, they was upset as well of the being not associated with Jake because the association brings
Hmm.
wealth and notoriety. That was cut
Right.
off. Gigi
Mm.
want her man, her title, and her life and baby. That's
That's it. That's it. That's all.
it. Ain't
That's it.
I can't. I never said that Gigi. I think at this point, she wants what she's doing to uplift her business.
No. Oh my God.
I believe it, Courtney.
St. James, she had a decent going business when she was in
I think she
Indiana.
said was a little shaky, a little shaky.
No, she said she was doing good, but they had to do renovations or whatever to her salon suite, so she had to leave.
Mm.
She was doing decently. She
Where's she
wasn't
at
doing
now?
well in LA. But I thought she said she moved back to Indiana. That's what I thought she
Oh,
said
is
in one
that
of
did
her
she move
lives.
back? She should.
Yes, that's what I thought I heard her say. She didn't do well in LA, but she was doing all right in Indiana based
Yeah,
upon what she was saying.
yeah, and I'm with Angie. It's like I don't even kind of want to compare her against the pedo. I
Okay.
understand you're trying to say, just trying to get the how people are responding, and I understand what you say there.
That's okay. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I'm
the
not trying to.
response that.
Yeah,
So I think Angie, that's what it's just not a really comparison of the situations.
that's
It's
right.
really a comparison of the response.
The
That's
response.
yeah, yeah,
Yes. Thank you
yeah,
for that clarification there. It's
yeah,
it's the response, not the situation. Two totally different situations.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
But
Gigi got a taste. She would be flown and riding in jets, do the lifestyle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That this, if you can get in this lifestyle in Los Angeles and California, Courtney,
listen,
it's pretty good.
let me tell you something. I'm telling you right now. If Lovy hit me up tonight, I'm teasing, he married. But no, a lot of us, when he was single, would
Yeah,
have been on the jets taking the pictures, doing all the things. Let's be clear. We would have fallen in love,
yeah.
all of that. So
Someone
come on now.
the other yesterday, when did it come? Let me see when it came. One yesterday, and it came in one of the things. So they allowed me to see it, but it didn't went away on Instagram. But
Hmm.
they sent me, and it's a lady that I communicate with a lot, and who had an association with someone else.
Hmm.
But they sent me receipts that Lovy hit her up. It
This is a
was.
different person.
It's a different person. She actually sent me the receipts, and I saw them that he was in her DMs, and I didn't want to screenshot it because I don't like to
Mhm.
screenshot stuff. If people send it a certain way, then
Mhm.
I'm not going to screenshot that.
Okay.
But I seen where it came from Lovy to her Instagram inbox. It wasn't anything, salacious,
Mhm.
but he was on the prowl, baby.
Oh my
Now
gosh.
I don't recall the date, and I believe she said it was when he was single. I
And are
believe
we
she did
sure
say that.
that this is his verified page?
Yeah, it
Okay,
was his
because
bit.
there's
Yeah,
550 million fake pages.
right,
Okay.
right.
We just want to be sure. That's all.
Yeah, because when I seen the top of it, it was actually the yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
But I
wow.
mean, so I'm not saying that he's like this holy cat running around here just so
Hmm.
pure and innocent. No, he was
No,
and
y'all
still
slapping them
is.
high
But
fives.
huh?
Y'all slapping them high fives saying go Lovy. That's what y'all doing.
How many did you get tonight, Loeb? Now,
Right. That's what y'all oh yeah, she fine,
I've
dog.
been
All
in
that.
I've been in offices after conventions and meetings and just sat back and listened to these pastors like,
You
did you see
already
that
know.
one? Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely talk. It's
Oh,
definitely
look at this,
talk.
Doc. Look at this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
But
And
she's
you
not
have
gonna be
women
able
who
to.
go to churches and go to conferences and different things just for that. They have a directive,
This is
that they're
very true.
going to get them a preacher. They like the power of the preacher.
Mm-mm.
Listen, we John Gray was getting women.
You know what?
Imagine that.
Don't do that. Don't do him like that.
But they don't care nothing about his looks. It was about who he was.
That's very true.
Associated with Joel Osteen.
But I'm gonna say this. Honestly do not think, my opinion, that that was Gigi's case. I think he was a handsome man of God, and yeah, I don't think she had any preconceived notions coming
Gigi,
in.
she's just an angel, isn't she?
No, she not. Yes, because she had
Gigi's
those
just
cross
a
necklaces.
pure angel. She's as pure as
She is
the
pure as the
deer that
driven
panteth
snow.
for the water.
Yes. I don't know that lady, but I'm just saying I think the woman was in love. Period.
No, she was in love. And I think, she was definitely in love. And I'm not trying to take that from her. They said, no, she
Mm-mm.
was in
In
lust.
lust. That man
Well,
is fine. Let's be
everything starts
clear.
off in lust, though. Let's be real.
Listen, children, he was
Everything starts
fine.
off in lust. You don't
And
love
she
nobody off the
gorgeous.
bat. You see them,
Yes,
you see their face or you see their body, you see whatever that
that's right.
attracts you, and it's lust. So she was definitely in lust, and he was in lust in the beginning. Then they
That's
probably
right.
grew. But you don't just put lust on first class planes with you.
Listen, children.
You leave
Well,
lust at the
well, wait a
hotel
minute.
room or at the house or
Hold
whatever.
on.
You
Because
don't put
LRL,
lust. You don't
uh,
fly lust with you out of the country.
but LRL said that Lovy is very generous in that regard.
Okay. Yeah. See, we trying to justify everything here.
That's what that
Maybe,
man said.
maybe,
I do
but
believe he is generous like that.
no, he probably is generous, but
Hmm.
he has to be to, and she even talked about him giving her money for her business, and if
Hmm.
he didn't give it to her, he offered it to her. I don't know if it came to fruition,
Hmm.
but he offered it. She said he offered it to two hundred
Yes.
thousand dollars or something like that.
Hmm.
You know, so
But
community D, is he? You want him in your community, Nicole John Gray?
listen.
Bless your heart. But so maybe he is generous. I mean, that's fine. But
Hmm.
that's what we don't want, though. Don't come out
Right.
windmilling saying that he's just a generous person. No, they had a relationship.
Oh no, LRL said that they was just getting to know each other. There was no relationship. Almost like it was nothing, and she
Three
just made
years.
it into more than what it is.
3 years.
Listen, that's what Windmill said. That's his new nickname, Windmill. Windmill said that they had nothing,
Mm.
that she was one of the few, and he was trying to pick and choose, and he was getting to know her. That's what he said. Those were his words in his live. If anybody in the chat seen it, tell me I'm right or I'm wrong. That's what that man said.
Well,
3 years of getting to know somebody and liking them a little bit, and it's nothing.
I ain't heard it from Lovy, so I'm not taking that as gospel.
Wait, Dorothy said, whatever Larry says, we know the opposite is true.
You know, people need to figure out who they want to be their spokesman.
Oh my God.
Okay. Mm.
When when me lied, Tyrone.
No. I don't want to, and don't, we know that nobody wants a Gigi to come out and start running all your business. That is not good. It's
Hmm.
not good for your business. It's not good for you as a person, your character, and start throwing out all these receipts of text message. I mean, we can probably find some very damning text messages in all of our phones to other
Yes.
people that we've talked to. And when they get mad, they can pull them out on us. Nobody wants that.
Right.
But don't start talking about, well, I'm just generous to everybody. Not like that.
I I do think he is
Maybe,
a generous man for real.
well, he might be a generous man, but what I'm saying is don't dumb it down. Because that kind of
Right.
it's kind of disrespecting our intelligence here. we
Okay.
we
Oh,
can obviously
okay.
see something in 3 years that maybe you had GGs for 3 years, possibly, but you're telling this girl that you wish it was her, you want to take care of her, you want to do this, you want to do that, but you have to get married to this person. Maybe you had a few of them that you were telling that to, but you told this girl that.
But listen at you. It sounds like you coming along here on the other
Listen, I'm not.
side.
I'm not on. No, I ain't coming nowhere.
Thank you. You find you talking right now.
What I'm saying, it's like just don't mess with our intelligence. And again,
Yes.
this hasn't come from Lovy, so
Right.
I'm just speaking. But I'm not. Now, what I will still stand on is her reasons for doing it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're pure, and that she wants to save America from
Oh my
Lovy.
God.
I don't. I just
Okay.
don't think so.
She okay. We can agree on this. We can agree that it's a motive for vindication, but that's it. I don't
It
think
definitely
she's
is a motive for vindication.
but I don't think
And
she's
she
bitter
wants
and
to
like,
stick
oh, I'm
it to
gonna
him and
keep
turn the knife because he walked and trampled all over her heart. He sold her a dream that didn't come to fruition, and she is
no.
pissed off and has the nerve to keep texting me after he got married, talking about he want me, but I'm back in Indiana, out of the city of angels. Well, I thought I was gonna walk the streets of gold over there.
She's not trying to
Oh,
save America. I
she
think
pissed
she's
off.
trying to she took on a battle that I don't think she knew the history of. So in other words, I don't think she knew that this is normal behind the scenes. I don't think she knew
Mm-hmm.
that. So I think that she was trying to dismantle that system,
She definitely
but it's
got.
not going to happen.
She didn't know what she was getting into. She
That.
thought she was just good. She thought she had just found a dude with a little money,
Right.
but she didn't understand there was way more behind that money than just
Yes.
that money, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I think she wants the women to be aware so that they can stop falling for the hype. Um
Norma
present
Ray,
day.
Gigi, go ahead.
But but that's it. I don't think that she wants any money. I don't think that she's trying to crash the empire. I think that's it. That
Oh,
she
she's trying
wants
to
to
crash the
dismantle
empire.
that
She
system.
she's trying to she because she's saying in her thing he's false prophet. He's a witchcraft. She's throwing out these key words. But like I said, she's doing it, but We done heard all this before, baby, about Lovy.
Right.
We done heard all this before, and she thought she was coming out and she was really going to tell us something new. No, the only thing new that she actually had was some receipts.
Right.
But
Right.
still, it's still, we people either believed it or you didn't believe it. Even with the
Hmm.
receipts now, what are some people saying?
It was AI
Maybe,
generated.
maybe AI did, maybe doctor. So it don't matter which way you're. All those people that were in his church in white, yes, last night,
Listen, could care less.
could care less about the woman scorned, and that's all
Mm-mm.
they're thinking in their mind that she is. Regardless of
My,
if she's not or
yeah,
not. I know you're saying she's not, and people in the chat say, no, 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 some say she is. But in their minds, she's just a
she's
woman
scorned.
scorned with
Oof,
receipts.
that's sad. She's
And it
gonna.
is sad to a certain, it really is, because
Mhm.
some of these preachers, it don't matter what they do, Courtney.
Right.
It don't matter.
She didn't know that though.
She didn't know that. She didn't count up the costs.
No, she didn't, because she didn't know what to count up. All
She didn't
she
know what to
counted up
count up.
was
Yeah.
people are not going to agree with me because they love Lovey. She counted that,
Yeah.
but she didn't count up the rest because she didn't really know. But that's okay. What's You told your story, Gigi. Now
Mm.
you're gonna fade into the bushes like Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah. Or she can continue to fight the good fight of faith in her,
No.
but I don't think it's going to. And she can repost other women's stuff on her pages, and
Mm-hmm.
she can have a whole Lovy, I hate Lovy Instagram going on. But at the end of the day, and and it's so sad. It's so sad, Courtney. But at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, people start to think about you as obsessed,
Yes.
and they
Unfortunately.
start saying that obsession may have an effect on your business. I don't want to do business with somebody who is upset, and I'm not saying she is,
Mm.
but some people may think about it. If she continues and continues and continues, more
Mm.
videos document what part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can continue to do it, but it at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna make her look, because we know what kind of
Yeah.
world we live in, Courtney.
Unfortunately, yeah.
She can be as right, as
Mm-hmm.
honest as Abe Lincoln, or whoever.
But we
But
live
at
in a
the end of
very
the day, she can.
misogynistic society.
The misogynistic society is always going to bend towards the male way, and
You're
she's going to
right.
be the one looking obsessed.
You're right.
And I think that Kevin says she can't win. And honey, we honor your feelings,
Yes.
and they're valid. And I believe that you had moved. Now, moving there without a ring is kind of
Oh,
crazy to
listen.
me, Gigi.
Now I'm in agreement with you there. Now, now come on.
No, you shouldn't have been moving from Indiana over there
Absolutely not.
without a ring. But she started thinking this is a good business move for her as
Hmm.
well.
No, she was like, I want to be close to my man
Well, I was trying to give her the
in the
benefit. I
church.
wasn't trying to put that to the forefront.
Oh.
But even though she said, business wise and stuff, it wasn't going that well, and did other things, and
Hmm.
to see what will stick. The church was full last night. Yeah, she threw it out there to see what would stick, but it's not gonna stick, baby. They're gonna deem her as the obsessed one, and she's upset because she's not Maggie.
Nah, nah. She
Not
doesn't want.
everybody. Not everybody. What I'm saying, the church that's full and that's full that was full last night.
Hmm.
That's how they're gonna think.
Okay. Okay.
Not saying that it's true,
I see what you're saying.
but that's how they're gonna think.
Okay.
They're gonna think she's just money hungry. She wanted it.
Hmm.
She wanted, and of course, that's still to be determined. And
Oh my. Okay. We're gonna agree to disagree there.
right, and
She
it
don't
did.
want no
No, no, no,
money.
no, no. And it may not be like actual wire transfers. At this point, the money is to I
Tell her
mean the
story.
notoriety to boost
Uh-huh.
her own business. and to
Uh-huh.
get her YouTube channel popping. Where's she at now? She when I looked at her yesterday,
Mhm.
she was at 4,000 on YouTube. Now she's at 16.2. I mean 6.2.
So let me ask you this, when Vincent told his story, do you think that was his goal?
It was twofold. I don't think it
Hmm.
was just to totally expose Larry. I think he felt in this exposing Larry
Mhm.
would boost his channel and his social media, which he needed because that's what he does for a living.
Mm.
So it wasn't just about just to expose Larry. He had some good tea that was going to boost his viewership. So he counted up the costs, baby.
And you think he thought about it that way?
Exactly. I think that's exactly. I ain't got nothing against Vincent. Vincent even
Mhm.
got my personal number that
Mhm.
nobody got, and we talked and we text.
Mhm.
But I will say that, and I believe, and it was a good business move for him as well. I believe
Mm.
he did have like a conviction, like old Gigi. She repented in the beginning, right?
That's the
She
starter
repented and
kit.
had her crosses on.
Right.
Vincent did pretty much the same thing. Came out, he
Mhm.
acknowledged his wrong and
Mhm.
what he did in the 13 years, talked about Alicia and all that other stuff. But then
Right.
he started laying that bad boy out.
Okay.
And that got him more views in any of the videos than he was hawking before he did that expose. You
Okay.
gotta remember, he had just got evicted,
Mhm.
moved back home.
Right.
So he needed something that was going to catapult his channel, and he used Larry for it. He figured, didn't Larry say people ought to be paid for their pain?
Mm. Okay.
He was paid for his pain,
Okay.
in his eyes, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he admit to
But
that or
again,
no?
Earl said not everything. No, everything is about not all about numbers and all about money, but there is a factor in there that is always considered.
Did he admit to that, Vincent?
He I don't want to say he admitted to it. I think he talked about it. I want to say he
Okay.
talked about it in some kind of way
Okay.
on a video. Mm.
Okay.
But then,
Because
then
mhm.
after that,
Mhm.
it, the viewership went down.
Mhm.
But then he had another one came.
This is
It was
true.
like a part two that came.
Mhm.
So, and that was getting him traction on his page.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe she's just doing this to vindicate, or to save America from a Lovy and save all the women from Lovy. And no, she's doing this like a trifold here. It's not just a one and done, her trying to do the Lord's work.
I
I'm just saying, I don't want to fall for that. I can't fall for that
okay.
for Gigi, just that she's here to do the Lord's work.
Okay. We'll
Yeah.
agree to disagree. I don't
And
uh-huh.
good case, Jade said that. And another thing with Vincent, it didn't look good. I mean, he's a whole, healing. He has a healing
Yes.
platform.
Uh-huh.
So he probably had, and he probably felt he had to speak to some things
Mhm.
before. Now, some people say, is he healed? Has he, they have their opinions on that,
Mhm.
you know. But he had to, if you're going to have a safe space and a healing channel and a this and a that, you probably got to regurgitate a few things,
Mm.
you know,
Okay.
so people can know that it's
Mhm.
a safe space for them to come and regurgitate and feel safe as well.
Got you. Okay. I can get with that.
I believe you because he has 13,000 followers with only 9 videos. Well, and before that video, he had, I remember that morning. I remember the
Mhm.
morning when I saw it. Dang, what did he have? What, two 2,000? Or did he even have that? I'm not sure, but it was low.
Mm.
It was
Okay.
low because I'm saying the era that we live in now, Courtney.
Mhm.
It's not cut and dry, and people are doing things in the name of the Lord. They're
Mhm.
using the Lord to do what the ultimate goal is, as in either to push a product or
Mhm.
to push their social media a little forward. That's just the era that we live in. Are the
Mhm.
stories all, they're not, some of the stories just aren't good. We don't want to hear them.
Mhm.
But, oh, you're talking about Gigi, not the guy. Well, no, I'm looking at her YouTube. Oh, yeah, her YouTube was only, when I looked at it yesterday, it was 4. Now it's 6. So on her Instagram, let's see where she's at now. I didn't see where she was on the Instagram yesterday, but she was kind of high anyway. She's at 75,000 on her Instagram,
Oh,
but
because
so
she's an influencer already.
she's already an influencer.
Right.
But sometimes as an influencer, you got to figure out what you can do to boost your influence
Oh,
and your
here you go.
visibility.
Okay. Listen,
As I said,
I'm not
she's an
doubting
entrepreneur.
you. You know what? Let's be clear on this one thing, and then I've belabored the time.
You all right?
You, when you expose someone else, you expose your life and yourself.
You do.
So I don't think these people are just voluntarily wanting to fall on the sword for money, for views and clicks and likes, because that's a hefty responsibility there as far as exposing yourself and your life. So,
But what do we like nowadays, Courtney? And what sells right now, and that, well, it's kind of, falling back, but reality TV
mhm, mhm,
is a seller. Story, the girl who talked about, she had a whole series on TikTok
uh-huh,
about the guy or what have you.
yes,
That kind of, and what did you, at the end of that or during that, she got so much money
you're
for
right.
telling that story because she got a lot
Mhm,
of clicks and views.
mhm.
So, yes, you have to expose yourself, but they have to count up the cost. This entrepreneur here, Vincent, entrepreneur.
But let's go back to Risa Tisa since you mentioned
Risa
her.
Tisa, that's who she was. Hold on, let me read this. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. Okay.
Let's be clear. I don't think she said, "Okay, I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm gonna tell my story and I'm gonna get all this money." It didn't start off that way. I don't think she
It
counted
didn't, I
that
don't think it
cost.
started
I
off
think
that
she
way
was
with her,
just
but
wanting to tell her story.
was Risa Tisa an influencer, or she just wanted to tell her story?
She's a regular person. She was not an
Okay.
influencer.
See, that's the difference that I think we have to realize, though.
Okay.
She may have had a different motive of telling her story. She was probably just heard. She says, I can just tell it and it'll be like that. But when you're talking about someone who is an influencer, who had, and we can kind of juggle this with Vincent and Gigi, because
Mhm.
at one point they were both living high on the hog. They were both getting
Mm.
paid good money at some point. Well, the Vincent, and then Gigi
Mhm.
being flown around, being taken
Mhm.
care of, business wise, and all that stuff. So we have
Right.
to know that these two people are different than Arisa Tisa, I believe, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay.
They can, their storytelling is going to hit a different market. Risa Tisa just lucked up on the market.
Yes.
But Gigi is already an influencer, already an
Mhm.
entrepreneur. She had a good product, and the good product is Lovy. And she knew where that product would take her. But
Yeah.
I don't believe, as we have said, she has counted up the cost in its
No.
entirety. Because
Yeah.
after you tell your story,
Mhm.
you're going to want to go after another man. You're going to want another relationship. And
Mhm.
now people are now thinking like misogynistic. Sorry, Courtney,
Yes.
that people are thinking like, "Oh, this girl, she's
Mhm.
dangerous. I don't
Mhm.
want to. What if we get into a relationship and it doesn't work out? And
Mhm.
is she going to do the same thing to me? Is she going to, you know? Don't
Right.
say they disagree with me? Feel free,
Disagree about what part of what
Yeah,
you're saying?
what do you disagree with me about?
Hmm.
Dorothy? But you see what I'm saying? So I don't think
Yes.
I just feel for her in a certain way because
Yes.
you telling your story is just not a one and done with you, honey. And you,
That's right.
first of all, it's not going to demolish Lovy.
Right. Right.
She's a kiss and tell.
Mm.
She's not to be trusted.
Hmm. I see what you're saying.
So you're going to get that reputation. She's going to get that reputation on herself. And regardless, like I said, we know there was some manipulation flowing in that relationship. Even remember
Hmm.
when she said we had ups and downs. Well, you keep
Yes.
focusing. Let us know about those downs.
The downs were not probably what you think they were. I think based off of the receipts of her story,
Hmm.
I believe the downs were, and she mentioned this, that he there were periods of time when he wasn't as consistent.
Hmm.
And I believe that's probably when he was more heavily involved with
Right.
Maggie.
Because he's a very involved man
Right. So I believe
in
that
ministry.
was probably the down, the inconsistency.
Okay.
And she said that.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
What did you
Dorothy
think the
said
down
about
was?
Lovy not being trusted. And listen, I'm not saying he's to be trusted.
Hmm.
I'm just saying how people are going to, just like Courtney said, she don't know what she might do if he was single and she slipped in his DM. He slipped in her DMs.
Listen.
I'm just saying, but in your mind and in a lot of people's mind, they're like, I can be that one.
Hmm.
I, I can be that one that buckles him down, and we can do this thing together. All other women are gone. A lot of women think like that. So I'm not saying he's to be trusted. Come on
Hmm.
now. Let's get real
Nicole,
around here.
I see what you're saying. Sadly, if anything, this may push more women in his. That is so true, and that is so
Come on,
unfortunate,
Nicole.
but it is
Come on,
very true
Nicole.
because that's what happens.
He got that kind of peen that make you go crazy. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I mean, people think
Oh,
one way, they think, but it has, they say all publicity is
mm,
good publicity. I mean, some people say that and some people say it's not, but Nicole's right.
yeah.
People are not going to stop. He's just going to stop getting into DMs like he's been doing now. He's just going to think of
And
another way.
I don't even. I'm not even 100% sure about that, but I will say this, honey, Gigi, if you fall off, there will be another.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I hope not. Let me say that I hope not.
But this it's a great possibility because if you have someone in a marriage where they're not happy.
We don't know that. So
Well,
allegedly.
allegedly, according to the text message, if it was him.
Oh gosh.
Listen,
Don't say that.
I'm just saying.
If it was, yes,
If
okay.
it
If
was
it
him
was
and
him
that's his
and it wasn't
words. If
AI.
listen, I'm just saying. If it was him and that's his sentiments of his heart,
Hmm.
then that means he's just not happy in his marriage. So of course there's a possibility of being another Gigi.
But let me say this about that too, though,
They may have a
because
Gigi that shuts up. He may get stumble up on that don't say nothing.
what? Okay, let me say this. Some men, especially when they're married, sometimes they talk that talk. I'm not happy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He
To
does
get
nothing for
what
me.
they want. To get what they want.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's be
yeah,
clear on that.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's true too. That's true. That's true.
we're
Because
we're
people,
not sure.
yeah, because I'm to the point where you can be so in love with a person, but the sex thing is a different aspect there, Courtney.
Hmm.
And if you don't
Okay.
get that under subjection, and I'm to the belief now, listen, I'm to the belief that no one person can satisfy you sexually,
Mm.
100%.
I disagree, but okay.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
to that. That's my thought. But it takes a certain amount of discipline in
Hmm.
regards to if you're going to go and get your other. you know, your other something scratched,
Uh-huh.
or you have been disciplined to say, no, I'm just going to do this, or we're going to do something together. We're going to, or do some other type of thing. I'm to that thing. I don't want to ever be fooled to think one person can satisfy every desire that I have sexually.
Okay. So are you from the school of thought then that if this person doesn't please you 100%, then you go and get the other percentages filled?
That what I'm no, what I'm saying is I want to
Mhm.
acknowledge that as a fact for my mind,
Mhm.
for a fact for me. But
Mhm.
do I need to have some kind of a discipline that's not going to say I need to go get that other percentage filled?
Got
Can
you.
I navigate and live happy with the 20%? Like I think Tyler said something about 80-20 rule or something like that. But with the
Mhm.
20% not being satisfied,
I see what you're saying.
can I
Okay.
still, will that 80% hold me tight? Will I have some emotional intelligence? Will I have some, some stick to itness that I don't go out anywhere and try to look for 20%, because it's
Mhm.
not worth the 20, it's not worth the 80%, losing the 80. But
Right.
I'm in my thinking though, I'm not walking into anything thinking that this person is my all in all. I don't think any one person can be your all in all.
Mm. We gotta have that conversation right there for another day because that's loaded.
And
That is
it's a
loaded.
tough one to kind of, throw out there. That's just my living, my
Mm.
thinking, my navigating,
Okay.
my seeing other relationships. I've seen some people love each other like
Mhm.
no other, Courtney,
Okay.
but one of them still gets a little something on the side that the
Mm.
other don't know or acts like they don't know about.
So look, so I believe it was Dorothy that asked, so do you think cheating is inevitable?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, not necessarily. Like I said, it depends on if you are mature enough
Mhm.
to not cheat
So if you have the discipline
and disciplined enough
to stick with the 80%,
to stick with the 80%. Walk into it knowing that it's probably 80.
do you
And
think it could ever grow or get better with the one person?
if 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 things are talked about and that 20% is okay with your spouse, possibly. But again, I don't believe that one person.
Why, St. James? Why?
I just don't think we're built up like that. I don't think I think that's why we wouldn't have cheating and stuff, Courtney, if we were
You know
built
what?
up
I
like
agree with
that.
you. I
I
agree. I
just
think monogamy is spiritual.
I think it is. And
Mhm.
if you're not there, and people say,
Mhm.
well, it all don't cheat. That's true, but they've made a choice not to do it. But that is a choice that a lot of people have made to do,
Right.
that are in loving relationships. They love their wives, they love their husbands, they love their spouses, whether in the opposite sex, same sex, they love them. They love
Mm.
their children, and at the family that they built. They don't want anything to disrupt that. But it's that sexual part
Mhm.
that it's a little scary,
Mm.
that you have to consider. It
So
is a
would you
cheating is a
ever
character flaw. Yeah, and
Yep.
you have to be. And what I'm saying is, you got it. Like you said, you got to have the discipline. You got to have the character to stand and say, "I'm not going to go after that 20%." But it's much easier said than done, because people walk into things like, "Oh, you make me happy." No, make yourself happy, and just have somebody else bring joy into your life.
Mhm. That's
Because when
right.
we start leaning, depending on someone to make us happy in every aspect of our life, that's what I'm saying is I don't think it's a possibility for one person to do that for you, Courtney,
Okay.
especially when it comes to sex.
Eh. All
But I
right.
don't know, people have their own
I'm
experiences.
listening, I'm
Yeah.
taking it in. So let me ask you this. So will you ever marry again? Do you want to marry again?
Um, that question has come to me quite a few times,
Mm,
and I want to say yeah.
okay.
Um, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm even at this point mature enough,
Mm,
you know,
that's deep.
to do that. Because it's such a rough now. It's just like DMs, all
Mm-hmm.
this Snapchat, all
Mm-hmm.
that. This is rough on relationships.
Right.
You may have the want to. You may
Mm-hmm.
have every intention.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, when I sought to do good, evil was always present.
Right.
And you can be on such a high of love, and all of a sudden, because there's
Mm-hmm.
always somebody prettier than you, prettier than
Mm-hmm.
your spouse,
Mm-hmm.
more handsome,
Right.
even go deep and under the clothes. There's always somebody that's going to be better in outward appearance of what
Mm-hmm.
you already think you already have. So this stuff is rough. What we're dealing with now with all these
Mm-hmm.
DMs and social media and how we navigate,
Mm-hmm.
it's rough on relationships.
So what's the part of you that is not opposed to being married? Is that your spiritual part?
Um, yeah, it's spiritual part in the fact that I believe in love.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in real love. I believe I believe people can be in love. And I think if
Okay.
you're in love, you can be married.
Okay.
And not that you should be married.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you can be married, and you probably can have a successful marriage if everything is laid out on the line before you go to walking down aisles.
Mm.
And that's the tricky part. People enter into marriage and don't really tell the truth.
Mm. So you don't think people lay it all out
I don't think
beforehand?
they do. I think they lay it out to the point where they think that's their partner can handle,
Mm.
because they
Okay.
don't want to be judged by what they may like or what they don't like, or what they don't want to be judged. They want to be loved. They want the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's why with
Mm.
this whole with Gigi and Lovy, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I believe there was some intimate things though, but everything wasn't told. There
Mm.
wasn't. He didn't tell everything.
Right. And that's
You
the
know,
only part that I think is wrong.
Yeah, he didn't tell everything. But then on the flip side of that, you have to consider: do you tell everything because you know it's going to be something real? And I think that Lovy knew she was a fun girl.
Mm-hmm.
And Lovy knew that she was great to be around and travel. You don't just travel with it. I don't know about you, Courtney, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't travel with just anybody.
No. No.
I don't. I mean,
Mm-mm.
you got to be a good friend of mine or
Yes.
someone that I am in love with or
Yes.
really interested in to
Mm-hmm.
travel like that with. I
That's
mean,
right.
we can go on up to San Francisco, hop in a car, go to the Bay Area or something. But when you're
Well
talking about
now,
hopping planes,
no, well now, hold on. Because there are some men that be, as they say, fluding out
yeah,
these
when they
women
have the money
that
for
they
that, they're flying
it
them
ain't
out here.
tricking if you
But
got it.
I'm just to the
So
point where
yeah.
he was okay with the relation. That she said she was around his family.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So,
But some men don't care about that either though.
and the family know they're a dog anyway, right?
Listen, they will bring you around a mom, you
Which
coming
one
to
you got today,
Thanksgiving dinner.
Lovey? Which one
Right.
is this? Yeah,
Some they just it just comes with them. Sometimes the family just like, okay, they know Mark is like this, just
right.
naming a name.
That's true.
So sometimes
And
and women,
when that person is taking care of the rest of the family, you don't say much, right?
period. Come on. So it's like, yeah, so the woman thinking, oh my God, I met his mother. I met
Yeah.
this person, that person. child cheese.
And
You
so has Sally,
right,
Jennifer, Susan, Billy
right.
Bob, every.
You heard her say the cousin or
Yeah, she
somebody
said, yeah,
close.
somebody was going
Was
around looking for apartments with her.
yes. But 9 times out of 10, I'm willing to bet you that same person was showing her around to different places, knew Maggie was around.
Right. So,
Come
but
on now.
again, I want to get, because we're getting these stories, but I want to get some timelines of this stuff.
When she said that she was around for the Van Nuys days, that was the first location.
Was Maggie there?
Yes, I'm trying to tell you. She was
Hmm.
around for a very long time. And the only reason why I know this is because when I was introduced to his ministry, I was backlogging in videos. I was watching all the YouTubes. I was
Mm.
doing the research. Yeah.
Mm.
And
But he
so,
wasn't married to Maggie.
no, no,
Gotcha.
he was not. But she was
Okay.
definitely a priller. She was definitely around. People that visited the ministry knew of her.
Hmm.
Yes, if you're able to do your research, you'll be able to see that. She wasn't necessarily at the time like the face as far as seeing her
Hmm.
in the forefront, but you saw her, you knew she was there. You
Okay.
people knew. It was like Lovy and Maggie. She
Did
wasn't
did she
like
have
just
some
around
kind
the
of
shit.
position in the church?
I'm sure.
Okay. Okay.
I'm certain. And then, and this was before they got married, then he was like, she's the prophetess of the house. I remember one time
Mm.
I saw a video and they were not married. They were dating or whatever. And Lovey went to go preach somewhere. And he had introduced her as,
Mm.
being a prophetess
Gotcha.
or a
They
prophet
say
or
she
something
was
like
they
that.
he been knowing her for 8 years, according to the wedding guests.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So it's she, I'm telling you, so I'm sure
So
that the
she
lines
was
were
the
crossed.
pick. She was the obvious pick
Of
for the
course.
house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah.
because she been through, just my observation, I'm sure she's been through the ringer with Lovey.
Oh, come on now. You know she has.
Hmm.
But people, women like Maggie look at the big picture.
Yes. Because she was married to the ministry
Yeah.
first, I feel
Yeah.
like. She loved
Right.
the man, but because she was so invested in the ministry, that that's priority. That trumps all of this stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
telling you now, she ain't going absolutely nowhere. I don't
Yeah.
care what
Yeah.
happens
I don't
because
care how
she
many
is married to the ministry.
exposés Gigi or the gang come
Right.
out with.
You can do all of them. A whole harem of women can
Yeah.
come out with
Because
receipts.
ultimately, Courtney,
Hmm.
it's a spiritual thing.
Oh, yes.
So that's just natural. But
Hmm.
this is more spiritual and it trumps all of the physical things.
All of it.
That's how they spin that bad boy.
Oh, listen, what? They was tearing down demons and strongholds all last night. They was
Yep.
going in
See, they
like,
pulled Gigi down, didn't they?
remember when Avatar did that with John Gray?
Right. And
Caught that
grabbed the
lady a
mic
demon or
from him and
something.
started her
Hmm.
foolishness. Yeah, I remember that.
Listen, that's what. Listen,
And talked about everybody else but John.
look. That's the overcomer starter kit right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't no demon finna come tell my household. Come on, saints, let's
Uh-huh.
pray. Look,
All the women were demons.
listen, all
Demons.
day demons, not
What
their
happened to the
husband.
first wife of Lovey? Do we know?
So she is back in Africa. I did my research. Lord,
Oh, okay. Good, good,
yeah,
good.
She looks nothing like these women.
I
Nothing
can
like.
believe that because the son just looks like the black guy, black kid.
The son looks just like the mom.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that's what the mama looked like.
Mm.
But apart from that, I think even Lovey alluded to there were some issues there.
Oh, come on. You ain't got to tell me twice.
But
But my thing is, and you got to remember that, they may be operating mentally in this whole we could have more than two wives things in Africa.
Mm-mm, nah,
You don't think so?
he's allegedly, based upon what I have viewed, there is definitely a separation there, and it has been for a while,
Okay.
allegedly.
Okay. Okay.
So no, I don't think he's having multiple wives or anything.
Hmm. Well,
I
that's
don't.
interesting. Okay, I'm glad you did some research on that because I was wondering what happened. But the son lives with him though here in the States, right?
Right.
Okay,
When Lovy moved here and got citizenship, his son came with them.
gotcha,
Hmm.
gotcha. And how long has Lovy been here? Do we know?
I do not remember.
Okay.
He said it because he testified to, as far as his getting his citizenship. He said it was all God. It didn't
Hmm.
take as long as it normally does, and all of that good stuff. But he said, the Lord had showed him in a dream where his church is now.
So was the church somewhere else in another city, or did it start here in Los Angeles?
It started in um in the Los Angeles area. So it
Okay.
started in not his home, but two people that he call, like, consider like parents to him, because both of
Hmm.
his parents are deceased. It started in their home.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, they said 15 years he's been since Obama administration. They're saying.
Yep.
Okay, okay. No, he's been a while. He's been here a while. Okay,
Look,
because
people Googling me, boy. Yes, Google what I'm saying. Fact
well,
check me.
I was just wondering, because
Hmm.
all of a sudden with the last few years, maybe
Hmm.
I think I knew of him. I saw him once before he got on the Larry before Larry interviewed him.
Hmm.
I'd seen him maybe once or something on the internet, but I hadn't really seen him before that. But
Hmm.
that whole profit, you know,
Hmm.
that's that whole money thing right there. So
Hmm.
that's
And
what I'm
he was
saying.
totally different as far as like appearance. He looked different back
Right.
then.
He got a
Cause
new
I was,
look now.
yes, because
Yeah.
I was watching like the old videos. He dressed more humble.
Yeah.
Um, all of that. And sometimes, and this how I knew Maggie was around for a long time, because in his old videos around the pandemic days, I believe these videos were, when he would do like Bible studies and stuff like that, she would sometimes read the scripture for him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Man, it seems
So
like I think it's like he was obligated to marry Maggie.
it's given.
It's
I
kind of
don't want to
given
say that
that,
he,
Courtney.
but see, I don't want to say that he didn't
Sorry about them
necessarily.
ads, Nicole. That's all right. We just paying bills over here. Just keep watching the ads. Go ahead.
I don't want to say that he didn't love her though, because I believe that there's an aspect, that he
Oh, yeah,
fell in love with
and
for
I'm not
sure.
saying he didn't love her and doesn't
Mhm.
love her. I don't think
Mhm.
you can even dwell in that without any kind of love, But
Mhm.
I think it still was there's an aspect of obligation there. It started with his ex-wife's parents' home. He talked about all the time her parents worship. Okay, and at the church now. Oh, their parents are at the church now. Her
No,
parents.
no, no,
Wow.
no, no.
No,
No.
go ahead.
It These people that he considers family has nothing to do with his ex-wife.
Okay,
His
okay.
ex-wife's people
They probably in
are in
Africa
Africa.
somewhere. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I'm
The
thinking too.
ex-wife is in Africa.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know about that. But let me say this. Speaking of these older videos, I did see a video where he was just talking to the women and they were doing question and answer. And I remember him saying, telling women, don't sleep with a man, don't live with a man, all these things. So herein lies another issue
Yeah.
character wise,
Right.
as
Right.
far as you're teaching one thing and then
Yeah.
doing something different.
Well,
I think that's
I
a
think
bit
that's what his
problematic.
the guy, the EJ guy. That's what he said. That's one of the biggest problem he has with him.
And I remember seeing EJ used to be around.
Yeah.
EJ used to be at the church. He used to prophesy and do
Hmm.
all those things as well.
The thing about it, when you're close to ministry like that, you have to have really tough skin and you got to
Mhm.
know who your God is because you see a lot, Courtney.
Yes.
When you are around the pastor, when you are in leadership like that and
Mhm.
always around them, you see a
Mhm.
lot. And if you don't have tough skin, if you don't have a real good relationship, you will leave that ministry
That's right.
because you have to realize if you can't realize, like that EJ, now he went out talking a lot of stuff, but
I didn't like that.
I didn't either. I'm not gonna say I like that at all because I don't
Uh-huh.
believe you should get that close to people and then air out all their stuff when you get upset with them. You
No, but
knew at a certain
mhm.
point that you were not probably a good fit for the ministry. Just leave,
I don't even think it was about that. I think the part that I don't like is that you knew Lovy has set you up well in Miami.
and then you take on all the benefits.
Yes. Now that's one person I'm not on his bandwagon. I don't know him personally, but just again, based off of my observation, I don't feel as though that went right. He was literally like a brother to you. He
Yeah,
set you up
right.
literally in Miami. He was coming out there
Yeah,
to help you draw the numbers and all the things. And on Mad Day,
on Mad
here you
Day.
go.
The beef section says, "Oh, Mad
On
Day."
Mad Day.
Everybody's a mother effers, and they didn't do
Right.
nothing for me. I can't stand them. They're sinners. They're warlocks. They're witches. He wasn't
Look,
a witch when he was,
he
you
look,
know.
my thing is this. There has to be when someone invests that much in you,
Yeah.
there has to be some level, unless he's doing criminal acts, right?
Right. 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 Right.
There has to be some level of, you know what, God'll deal with it. Let me
Yeah.
just move on. Let me
Yeah.
silently part
Silently
ways.
move on. Just like
And yeah,
whatever Matthew Stevenson had them people sign
man, listen.
was gold. Because we
When I
still don't know why them people left
when I tell you they
NY.
didn't say a mumbling word,
They
I
didn't
was
say
watching.
one word.
I'm watching. I'm waiting on somebody to say, everybody quiet. I
Yeah,
said, oh wow.
the Harrison, I want JJ, could you come to the front of the
Come to the
church?
front of the church.
You and Trina, whatever her name is. We want to know why y'all left.
I really want to know.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm with you on that. That's why I was little, you are up now. You benefited.
Mm-hmm.
You got the notoriety off of Lovy.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have bad mouthed him and he's the most horrible person. But he doesn't
But
spend all his money on you. He doesn't help you. And listen, I'm not here to pump up Lovy
uh-huh.
in his doing in regards to this is separate. It's just
Yes.
how you treat people who actually help you. If they are in the wrong in a character flaw or something they're doing
Mm-hmm.
in their personal life,
Mm-hmm.
what's the conversation that you had with them? And after the
Right.
conversation and you don't see a change, that would you just say, I appreciate everything you've done for me, but
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go.
Slide on out.
But when you go,
Quietly.
you don't write books, you don't,
No.
give preach on them, you just kind
Mm-mm.
of do your own work.
And I understand he's painting it as, I'm just trying to now he's trying to save America.
Well, yeah, just no, just like Gigi trying to save America from Lovy.
My girl.
Yes, she is. She says she wants y'all to be aware of the witch and the warlock that he is, the manipulation that he does, and all this. And that's the same thing EJ did. That's why he accused her of having EJ fund her to do all this.
Yeah, I don't think there's any, maybe I'm not even wrong, but I really don't think that she has any affiliation with EJ like that. I
Mm.
think EJ has gotten so much backlash and a lot of things going on the back end. He has suffered as a result of exposure
Yeah,
that he's moving on to something else. I
that's what
don't
I'm
know if
saying,
anybody
and and
noticed
and,
that or
and
not.
it didn't quite work in his favor.
Right.
It was okay for a couple of stories and for about a month or so, a little bit of
Right.
time. But then, like I said with her, with him, now they're like looking at you like you are the bad person because it's the story is being told of everything that Lovy did for you.
Right.
And this is how you repay him.
And the
And
fact
just
that he
like
was
what's
trying
going
to
to be with
sell a book in the
Gigi.
process,
Huh?
and the fact that he was trying to sell a book in the process,
That's what I'm saying.
now that's
It's
giving.
And just like with Dwayne Youngblood, trying to hawk a book. His book
Mhm.
about being an ex-gay didn't quite sell. Now he's trying to hawk a book and throw Jake's name in there.
Please don't make me laugh. But see, Gigi, see, all Gigi doing is wearing her little crosses. She ain't trying to do none of that.
Gigi is trying to build her business and her social media platforms.
No, because we don't even know what she do.
She's a makeup artist, a stylist, or something. Something. She doing something.
Is she
She's
an
an
esthetician?
entrepreneur, as she says on her page.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
she is not squeaky clean in this, just trying to save the world here.
She's not
Now,
squeaky clean, but I'm telling you, I don't think she. Mm-mm. I don't think she want any money out of it. I don't think she not peddling a book. She's not peddling a product.
oh, she
She has
peddling
said
all
nothing
right.
about her business.
Oh, just wait. Mark my word. Not many days hence,
Oh,
her link is going to be on her Instagram to buy her products. Not many days
oh
hence.
God.
Trust me. She's building her following. Like I said, you Saint, and then she's going to go and scrap the videos on
Hmm.
YouTube so she can put her product videos on there, and she's coming on it to tell you how to do the makeup and what about the makeup.
Listen,
Thank you, Mari. What you say, helping pay some bills. Not y'all remember transparency key, get it together in 2025 and we can spread the word of God. Thank you,
listen.
Mari. Appreciate you, girl.
I know
I,
I've been over here for a long time.
I
Listen,
appreciate you. I know I don't want to hold you too much longer.
listen. I enjoyed this
You gave
thoroughly.
us some
Thank you
good
so much.
insight tonight. You know, we don't we
You
can
sound like you talking different too. I
well,
like that. You
I'm
talking
still
better.
on the right road though. I
Look,
still say that just wait for not many days. She gonna have her link to buy her products.
please. Okay, if she does that, which Gigi, you're not gonna do that right
Oh,
yet.
she
Now
gonna
you
do
need to
it.
do that
Oh,
eventually,
now
but not
now
right
I done
now.
said it. Now she may wait about a month or two, but it's coming.
Gigi,
It's coming.
Gigi,
She
because
not
she
just
watches.
because she gonna look like the obsessed one if she keeps on doing this, and then people aren't. Then she's gonna really mess up her business.
Well, see, so here's the thing: she was supposed to do a part 3 that has not come out, but she had to do the receipts because Larry was just dragging her. But I think
She'll
after
learn.
this,
She'll learn. You let some people just talk.
mm,
She'll
yeah,
learn.
I just now I do hope that she just go ahead and just we just gonna be quiet.
Because even if she has more receipts, Courtney, at this point, it's like people talking. That's fine. Bring them in, but people are going to either believe you or not believe you.
That's right.
You can put the receipts there in black and white, in
Mm-hmm.
color, and
Mm-hmm.
people. If they're not those people that were in his church last night, are a
Listen,
small representation of the followers of Lovy.
that's right. That's right.
So you can present all the receipts you want, and we're not throwing you to the side to say that they're not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But there's two sides to this, and you have to take, even though she repented in the beginning, but we're still you produce all the receipts you want. Who cares? He told you he loves you. He told you
Right.
he should have married you. He wanted. Okay, we heard that. We understand. But the
Mm,
situation as it is today, he's the pastor of the Revelation Church in Los Angeles area.
mm-hmm.
He's married to Maggie with 2 kids.
Right.
And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Nothing, and it never
So
will.
they appreciate your insight. So did I,
Thank you.
Courtney. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Before I go, I
Uh-huh.
would like to blow the shofar.
Listen, blow it.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
If it wasn't upstairs, I would go get it. But it's upstairs and I can't go get it. All
I'm
right.
using my anatomical voice.
With your anatomical. Where did he come up with that anatomical voice? My God. All
Good
right. Thanks,
night. Thank
Courtney.
you so much.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
I hope all y'all enjoyed Courtney. She did a wonderful, gave us some good insight on it. You know, Courtney always comes up and wants to battle me a little bit, which is fine. You know, different perspective on things. But, you know, again, you can produce a lot of receipts. You can keep on doing part 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But people are still going to believe what they believe. You know, and at the end of the day, people go spiritual on these kind of things. You know, this is the work of the enemy, and this is that. So if you want to go up against the spiritual side of it with your receipts and all that, do that. But at the end of the day, I still believe it's going. Poor Gigi, if y'all want to say that, is going to come off as the obsessed one, the one that was scorned, the one that didn't get the golden egg at the end of the day. So I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming. For those of you who gave in super chats and super stickers and also gifts. And we do have our Cash App available, $ St. James Show or $ the St. James Show. Feel free to donate to the program. Please hit that like button, double tap that like button if you're unable to donate. At least thank you for your view. I hope everybody's going to have a prosperous 2025. This was the first day of it. It's already the second day. Thank you, Kevin, for that gift. It's already the second day on the East Coast of 2025. So we are moving on a good range, and we're still, you know, these people ain't changed, y'all. They still cutting up. I do have a real fireplace on back there. You see that? You see that? But it is up there too as well. Thank you, Nicole. All right. You need to find. I need listen. YouTube, baby. YouTube, and it's right there. Look at God. Thank you, Kevin. Still giving gifts. I appreciate you, sir. Refreshments will be available. Yes, refreshments will be available in the fellowship hall. Make sure to tell Mother Young you said thank you. Thank you for the refreshments. All right. So I appreciate y'all for coming through tonight. I'm gonna get out. What time is it? Almost 9:30. Wow, I didn't expect to be on that long. But I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate everybody's feedback in the chat. We love to hear and see all your comments and your thoughts and your opinions. And listen, thank you, Kevin. You're still giving them gifts. But listen, some of the people involved, a lot of times the people involved in our stories that we talk about, they're in here looking, or they'll come back later and look at the chat, and maybe a comment or something pierces their spirit to go one way or the other. Thank you, Kevin. And listen, who knows? Change will come one way or the other. Yeah, I think it was a great conversation too, as well, Dorothy. I appreciate your feedback as well. All right, everybody. Good night. Have a good one. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Watch and pray. Live holy every day. Y'all not gonna do it, but try. All right.